It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, welcome to your morning. You got the KVJ Show on. Kevin, Virginia, Jbird, Denny's hanging out in his little hovel over there that we got for him.
We put him in a little cave, a little box.
Yeah, he's boxed in. He's like in the penalty box over there.
He likes it, I think, though.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
I would want isolation from us. I think it'd probably be wise for us to all be in our own box.
Well, he has to run about 8 different computers, and we are very distracting.
Yeah.
Once you get talking to one of us, we will make you mess up your work.
I do like that idea of having our own box, though. That does sound fun. We could decorate it to our personality.
Like your own cubicle?
Yeah.
You just want to make a diorama with you in it.
1,000%. We work with Kel. He's a guy that works in our bullpen area back there. His whole desk has got figures and toys. It's basically a diorama at his desk.
I love that.
And it's awesome.
Have you guys set up a play date yet?
We do talk about toys a lot. And honestly, a play date sounds kind of fun.
Bruh, has he been to your crib?
No, a lot of people from work have not been because it's not quite perfect yet. I'm trying to do Wonka stuff in there.
I know, but I mean, come on. It looks amazing.
Now,
what else do you need to do?
Alien Avenue is not complete. Bigfoot Boulevard is not complete. I got to do some things in the dinosaur garden.
So many projects.
I know, Kevin. I'm still turning my whole bedroom into a forest.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can tell this guy has no kids.
If I did, they would love it.
They would
Oh, my
love it.
gosh.
Can you imagine being born into that house?
You can charge admission.
That would be something. I know Denny's did have a big night last night. The big question, would his kid cooperate? Because, Virginia, for your anniversary, your child did not.
He did not, so he blocked the romance.
Rocco Blocco.
But last night, we made up for it.
Oh, you did?
If Denny's didn't get any lovin' on his anniversary, I did for you, Denny's.
Oh, that's lovely.
Panda took you to the shredder?
No, we were upstairs. The shredder's downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Denny's, how did the anniversary go? What did you and your wife Jen do to celebrate?
It went really well. We did some crafts with Lachlan. We tried to wear him out, and I think it worked because he fell asleep early last night.
Wow.
Which is nice. You get a little private time.
Okay.
Oh, that's why you're glowing today.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
exactly.
Look at, he's glistening in there.
Everybody made it happen.
Yeah.
Raise your hand, Paul, if you got lucky last night.
Okay. Hey, 50% is not bad.
50%'s good.
It is. I like those numbers.
Yeah, that's good. So Denny's had a little bit of fun last night with the anniversary. Did you and Jen exchange gifts, and did you do as terribly as Virginia did in your gift?
No, I think Jen really liked her gift. In fact, Virginia helped me out with it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But I got her some really nice earrings with her birthstone in them.
We went to Bergman Jewelers.
Oh, my goodness.
So her birthstone is an opal.
Yes.
And Denny's found these earrings months ago, and he put them on layaway. He paid them off the right way, slowly but surely.
Yes.
Because they're gold and opal, and they're nice. They're like dangly.
Whoa.
No wonder this guy got some action.
Yeah.
How do you not with something like that?
Those are give it up earrings.
Wow.
And yeah, the price of gold too I seen recently has skyrocketed.
Yes, it has. So if you have gold that you're holding on to and you're like, I'll save it. No, go sell it because you can get a really good price right now.
I'd like right now to talk about things where the prices drastically come down.
Okay, I can talk about that.
What has come down?
Certain cards, certain collectibles.
I was just looking for one thing. All right. So if you want to see lower prices than you've ever seen because everything is going up, you got to get into cards and collectibles.
Yeah, there's a lot of crap out there you can buy. There's, it's so expensive, it's going to be worth something. And
So the crappy stuff, the prices are coming down. Things that you need like gas and all that kind of stuff going way up. Going way up. Okay. I just want to know where to look.
Yeah, if you want a
Lower
crappy
prices.
werewolf figure, some of those are
Prices
going down.
are going down. Okay.
Yes.
I want to shed a little positivity in here today with the new inflation numbers.
But if you have old gold, that's what I'm talking about. Did your mom have any jewelry? Because you don't have a sister. Like,
Yeah.
who would she pass it down to? Maybe to Kim? Caitlin?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think all my mom's jewelry was plastic. I don't know what the value of plastic's doing these days.
Not great.
Okay.
I got some 1992 gold. Where's my money?
You can sell it. Now
I
it's a
can't.
good time to sell it.
Nah, I can't. It's my mom's. And
Yeah, no. If it's your mom's and if you have sisters and if there's a family to pass it to, do it. But if you don't and you want to get rid of it, now is the time to sell your gold, silver. All that stuff is up.
Okay.
That's the only benefit of prices being high on jewelry.
And what sucks is if me and Kevin were on the beach together and we found a big old thing of gold bars, I don't think we can sell them. I think we'd have to go on the black market.
I
think you
can
can sell
help
gold.
you.
You can, even if it's buried treasure-ish, if you know what I'm saying.
People just melt it down.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a thing that people have done. In fact, they've taken some very valuable gold items, things that have been in shipwrecks and things like that are just absolutely priceless because of what the item is, and they've melted it down.
Damn.
And just got the basic value of the gold, whereas the item itself, if they could have sold it, would have been priceless. So that's one of the things about gold is you can melt it down and resell it.
We need you on our strike team, our buried treasure strike team. You're like Indiana Jones with the knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is that it? Okay.
We have you for your brain and your knowledge.
The criminal mastermind. So I
Yes.
get more time than you guys do.
Yes, and then you'll do well in jail.
Right.
I think you'll do great in jail.
That's what I need in my mind.
You will run cell block B.
I'd have to. It's either run it or run from it. One of the two. And Virginia, you had a fun little family night as well last night. You did a little family bowling.
We did. We took Rocco bowling, and we play as a family, but a family divided. So me and Rocco, with our combined score, we just try to beat Panda. And Panda is out there, he throws a lot of strikes. He bowls like a real ass man.
I bowled with him before. I know this.
He's a good bowler.
Okay.
But he did hurt his wrist a few years ago because he forgot he was 45 and he went skateboarding and landed on his wrist.
Yeah.
And that's his throwing wrist for bowling.
Oh, my goodness.
So he's been rehabbing his bowling wrist back.
Yeah, if you get an injury in your 40s, you might as well just accept that it's probably going to be with you for the rest of your life, and now you have to manage it.
Because now you're going to have arthritis there.
Yes.
Be very careful. I know that skateboard looks tempting.
Yeah.
If you're 45, you may not want to jump on it.
Boy, what a night last night in New York City. Seemed like all the celebrities were there to take in the Knicks game. And boy, you got it all. You had Taylor Swift. She came onto the court and I think probably got more attention than the actual New York Knicks themselves. She came out with the Haim girls that she's good friends with, and they had on their own custom-made Knicks shirts.
Okay. What is she a Knicks fan, Taylor, or she just wanted to be in the action?
It's a good question. I don't really know. I mean, she's originally from around the Philadelphia area, but obviously I think she's going to be married in Madison Square Garden, according to the rumors, and I think she has a penthouse somewhere in New York City. So
Okay.
she's got connections to the city that way.
Okay.
And it just seemed like it was fashionable to be a Knicks fan in New York.
Yes, it's very
last night.
fashionable to be. It's like being at the Super Bowl or any of
Yeah.
the finals games.
It was just one of those things to be seen. I mean, there was just so many people there. There was all kinds of people like Timothy Chalamet and his Jenner girlfriend, whatever her name is. They were there.
Seinfeld was
Kylie.
there. Larry
Yeah.
David was there.
Yeah.
Wow.
You had Sydney Sweeney was there as well with her boyfriend, who, is not well liked by Taylor Swift. And they were about maybe 6 rows behind Taylor.
Really?
Yeah.
Scooter Braun was right there.
Yep. Not too far from him.
That's juicy.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. It was so close they were in the same shot. Somebody took a shot and they're like, oh, wow, look how close they are.
He was just doing an interview recently, and he was like, I don't even know Taylor Swift. Like, we haven't even been in a room together that often. Like, it's very fleeting. He's like, all this hate, all this, all that. He's like, I barely know her.
Yeah.
I was like, is that true?
Probably. I would imagine, considering what they have. I'm sure they've had some run-ins, but I could see them doing a lot of their work without needing to be in the same room.
Well, just even think about your radio career. There's big bosses that you've met, but you haven't really spent that much time with. It could be a situation like that.
I'm trying to spend less time with bosses when at all possible.
Well, we'd prefer that.
Yeah, it's good for you and me.
Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, Spike Lee. They had all those. Ben Stiller was there. So it was just kind of the place to be seen.
Some of them are legit Knicks fans.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. Yeah, you look at Adam Sandler and Chris Rock's there a lot. Spike Lee, of course, is like at every game, even when they're absolutely terrible.
I'm pretty sure Seinfeld and Larry David are legit Knicks fans.
Yeah.
The Chalamet kid, too.
Yeah, he is. He's a big sports fan, actually.
He skips, like, the Met Gala if it's on the same night as a big game.
He did this year. Yeah.
He don't care.
He went there to a game instead. He's very knowledgeable. He's been on College Game Day doing picks, and he knew his stuff.
Okay.
He's very impressive. So, yeah, he's a true sports fan.
He is a true jack of all trades. To be able to be as artistic as he is and still a bro.
Yes. It almost feels like it wouldn't happen, you know?
It shouldn't happen, but he's special.
Right. So Taylor Swift last night, her and Mariska Hargitay, they were sitting courtside together. I don't know if they're friends, but they had to coordinate because they were both wearing shirts that said Stevie Nicks. K-N-I-C-K. You see what she did there?
I do.
That would be something, though, if they didn't know each other and that was just a coincidence. Like, wow, that's weird.
Right. Wow. The Haim girls, one had on a Nicole Kidman shirt, and it was K-N-I-C-K-O-L-E. Feels like more of a stretch. I think I like Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
Better than I like Nick Cole Kidman. And then the other one had Nickelback, K-N-I-C-K. You could see who got first pick of the cool shirts. It was like, I'm going to go with Stevie Nicks. You two girls take the others. That don't make a lot of sense. I think that's kind of how it went down. But it was pretty amazing game last night. Now, the Knicks were up 2-1, and it did not look good for most of the game because, man, the San Antonio Spurs came out white hot in the first half. In fact, the Knicks were down 29 points.
Whoa.
29 points.
That's huge, man.
And then here come the Knicks roaring back, and it was this play that really kind of turned the tide.
Jalen Brunson, allow him to operate at the top, 101. Brunson gets it, fires up a three. Shot no good, the tip, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone! With 1.2 remaining, Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it.
They couldn't believe it, and boy, they were crazed. 107-106. The Knicks pull it out, take a 3-1 lead in the best-of-7 series. Jalen Brunson, who you just heard there, had 36 points.
What a great finish for the Knicks.
That is a painful loss, though. When you're up by 30 and then you lose at the last second. Oh.
What happened, Spurs?
Yeah, it was crazy. And then you had Timothy Chalamet and Ben Stiller and Taylor Swift and all the celebrities. They had a celebrity huddle as they all kind of just jumped up and down and screamed together and chest bumped and all that kind of good stuff.
They were standing on their money.
You can just hear how crazy they were getting.
I don't even know where camera's going. OG, I love you, OG.
That's Timothy Chalamet right there that was just grabbing microphones and looking into cameras and just being the celebrity that he is. Meanwhile, outside, the fans were trashing the city again. So,
again?
Yeah, that's just what they love doing. Yeah, I saw a couple up on taxi cabs that were smashing in the windshields.
Oh, no.
What do they do when they lose?
Probably the same.
Okay, it's just an excuse.
Like I said, I think it's just an excuse
for bad people to do bad things.
Yeah, a lot of them were wearing or waving flags from different countries. So
what?
Yeah,
is this some FIFA overflow?
I don't know what was going on, but it's like, all right. So I'm not sure that they were true New Yorkers. Like, it was just people like going, I really don't like America. Let's go and take this excuse to go and trash this great city.
Was there a person in the taxi cab that they were smashing the windshield off?
Couldn't tell from the view that I saw.
Good
I don't know.
Lord.
I would hope that maybe they got out, but no, they probably were in there. I don't know. It was on the street.
That's
so.
horrifying.
I'm thinking I'm about to die at that point, and I'm going
Because
to try
you
to get
might.
out of there.
Yeah, it really can get a little bit crazy and scary. So I remember I was driving through New York one time, and it's when they had the World Cup going on, and whatever team won, and I think it was in Queens. And I was on the road, and I noticed like all the storefronts had their, you know how they have the metal gates?
Yes, all those roll bars pulled down.
And I was just driving through, and here I am, just a small town boy from Ohio. I don't get this kind of stuff. And people were coming out, and they were jumping on my car and everything too. I'm like, I'm dead.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I've been in that kind of moment, and it is a little terrifying because you're processing in your brain at the time, be like, okay, you can jump on my car, but if somebody would get on the hood and start smashing it in, it's like, I got to go.
I got to go. I'm going to hit the gas.
I'm going to go quick. I'm going to hit the brakes. I'm going to hope I dislodge you. And then I don't care about red lights. I'm driving straight back to Ohio.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so it can get a little bit crazy. And it did last night. Now, I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't think it matters if the game's in New York or not. Game 5 is going to be in San Antonio on Saturday, where the Knicks could finish it off, getting their first NBA championship since like the 70s.
But if the Spurs win, then it goes back to New York again?
I'm not positive how the series goes. So, like I said, I don't know if New York actually wants that win.
It would be better for the city if they could just finish it off in San Antonio.
Like I said, I think they're going to trash it regardless.
Damn.
I don't think it matters where the game's going to be.
I think Kevin's right.
Yeah, they're just going to burn the city down no matter what.
Sucks.
So they just got to get cleaned up for Taylor's wedding. As long as we're okay by the 3rd of July and that big 250th fireworks show on that Saturday, then I think we'll be all right. Well, today is the beginning of the World Cup. Not for us. We're not going to have any of our action here until a couple of more days. But the U.S. gets going today. In fact, you can see them playing tonight at 9 p.m. They're going to be playing in Los Angeles. We don't get Team USA here in South Florida. Mexico actually begins all the action today at about 3 p.m. That's when that's going to be getting going on. But a lot of action is going to be happening. In fact, if you want to go check out the Team USA or some of the World Cup stuff, the Florida Panthers are going to be hosting 4 free World Cup viewing parties at Sunrise Arena. The matches are going to be tomorrow. You got the USA Paraguay if you want to see that. You got also Colombia and Portugal. They're going to be showing it, and the quarterfinals and finals. So you can go and check that out. Should be a fun little thing.
Doesn't Panda and your son Rocco go to those viewing parties sometimes? Not for soccer, but haven't they been to a viewing party?
Yeah, for hockey.
Yeah, and they liked it, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think those viewing parties are fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places going to be having. I mean, all the sports bars are going to be set up for stuff, so it's going to be kind of cool to check out. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of good stuff. In fact, I'm thinking on Saturday maybe just checking out a sports bar and watching a little bit of World Cup action. Sounds like it'd be fun. Our first match here in South Florida is going to be Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay, and that's going to be June 15th.
I forget what game it was, but I was in a bar, and I didn't even know soccer was on. I walked in the bar. Everyone's watching the game, and as soon as somebody scores, holy crud, that entire bar was – I feel like it lifted off the ground. Everybody in the bar, including the staff, was going crazy.
They got that passion.
They do. It kind of makes you feel alive.
Mm-hmm. And also, don't forget, you've got the FIFA Fan Festival that is going to be at Bayfront Park in Miami. This would be great, you know, for kids. If you want to go down and let them get a little bit of a taste at it, that is going to be starting on Saturday, and it goes all the way to July 5th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of a good little thing, because look, you look at the ticket prices, and yesterday we were talking about parking is $300 alone. Like, that's already out of my league. I could maybe go into the parking lot and listen to the game, but I don't know why I would.
I will walk from Tequesta before I pay $300 to park my car in Miami.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It is very ridiculous.
And they had people on the news last night, like families and guys holding kids, and they're like, we can't afford to go to the game. We're just going to try to go to like a place to watch it because if you have a family, you can't go to these games.
The news is so pumped. They got a shot with the dad holding a baby. Oh, this is great. This is going to sell the story.
Sad dad who can't afford tickets.
Holding a baby.
Holding a baby.
Now, here's another thing that any regular schmo can get for the World Cup. If any player on the U.S. soccer team receives a red card during the World Cup, Domino's is randomly going to select more than 60,000 winners to receive a free medium 2-topping pizza.
Ooh.
They're going to be giving away $1 million worth of pizza.
A red card means what?
It means badness. I think that means you're kind of booted from the game. I believe a yellow card's kind of a warning. A red card's like, get out of here.
So in a way, Domino's is kind of promoting bad sportsmanship.
I love it.
In a way, from a certain point of view.
Yeah. I think it's going to be amazing.
They're promoting naughty.
They are.
Naughty gets free pizza? Sign me up.
It's kind of what it is.
Well, wasn't their mascot the Noid? Avoid the Noid. He was kind of naughty.
He was so naughty.
Very naughty. Yeah, that was his whole thing. They say that having FIFA in the World Cup here in South Florida is going to be good for us. They think about $1.3 billion in economic activity is going to be generated for South Florida. About 1 million visitors are going to be pumping into this area here.
Dang.
Yeah, so, right around this area is going to be pretty crowded.
Well, we need it right now because, look, it's summertime. It's hot. It's gross. A lot of the snowbirds have left.
Yeah.
The tourists, they're not coming like they come in the winter.
No, and we're not getting a Super Bowl forever. So, hey, we'll take a World Cup, I guess. I don't think it's going to add up to a Super Bowl, but,
FIFA it up.
That's right. You take what you can get, right?
FIFA it, baby.
We'll take anything.
I saw how they were putting the banners in other cities. They were showing like a montage of how they were covering the giant logos with these big, huge FIFA banners. They just kind of string them up.
Yes, right.
And if they're big, huge, colorful, either super long or super up and down, like they cover...
Vertical, horizontal, they got you.
They do. They got you. No matter how big your logo is, they can cover it up with their FIFA.
They're not messing around.
No.
It is a big thing. Yeah, we're starting to just kind of see some of these global things like soccer and F1 that like, okay, man, there's a lot of money in these things.
The NFL's trying.
It is, absolutely. Yeah.
They all see that, oh, wait, if I'm global, I'm richer. Let's do this.
Well, when we start to get a taste of it here, you do kind of understand what the NFL's objectives are and why they're trying to force so many games over into Europe and other parts of the world.
They're no dummies.
That's why I was excited to see baseball do so well with the World Classic. It's expanding outside of the United States,
right?
Which it always has, but I think it's getting some more popularity.
Oh, no doubt.
Global's the way.
Yeah, it is definitely the thing. Well, we got an interesting little situation here in a KVJ Court. This person is wanting to know if they need to really come down on their girlfriend who left their 5-year-old in the car. It says here in their email, I just found out that my girlfriend left her 5-year-old daughter alone in the car while she went shopping at Walmart for 20 minutes. The reason I even know is because I happened to run into her there by chance. And when I asked her where her daughter was, she answered like it was nothing, saying that she was in the car watching cartoons. I said, it's really dangerous and irresponsible. You shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. And then she got really defensive on me. She's like, look, I got to do some shopping. I locked the door. She's safe. The air conditioning's running. It's absolutely okay. But I just don't agree. I'm like, the fact she doesn't see anything wrong with this is really what's kind of scaring me because I got a feeling this isn't the first time and it's not going to be the last. Look, I really love my girlfriend, and I love her daughter. She's so sweet and adorable. But I just don't think this is a standard. I can tell that she is not picking up what I'm putting down. And I just don't know, do I need to call DCF on my own girlfriend if she does this again? How would you handle it?
Look, back when I was a younger mom and Magnolia was little, I did this one time at Walmart. So we were picking up a bunch of bikes. It was Christmas time. I had the huge Little Smiles van, and we were picking up a bunch of bikes from Walmart. And it was winter, so it was cold. It wasn't like the weather was going to be a factor, and she was in a hot car. I had to run in and get all these bikes and come running back out. And so I just left her in the car, locked the doors, and went in and did that really quick. But that was wrong. And now, as an older mom,
Yeah.
I realize how stupid that was. And I can't believe I did it. I'm embarrassed. And
It's also illegal. You can't do that. You can't leave a kid unattended in a car like that.
I know you think you're saving yourself time, and it's so difficult to navigate when you have a kid and then you have to carry a bunch of things like bicycles. But you got to get help. You got to somehow do it. You can't leave a kid in a vehicle by themselves.
Well, because the police are going to say, if someone saw that and they wanted to take your car or your kid, all they'd have to do is break a window. They'd be in their car in 5 seconds.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's not smart. I know you think you're going to be so fast and it's going to make things so much easier and efficient, but it's not the right move. And if she's doubling down and defending it and you're trying to talk sense to her, she's showing you the level of bad decisions she's going to make in her life. Do you want to be with a girl that makes this kind of bad decisions and brings you down with her?
Yeah. I think it's twofold. I think the first step is you can tell her, hey, I will watch your kid anytime you need to go shopping. Just never do this again. And let her know at the same time that if you do, this is something that is a line in the sand for me. I just can't be with somebody that would use this kind of judgment. And so, if you're not going to stop it, then I'm going to have to stop this relationship.
I mean, 5 years old is so super young, man. Mm-hmm. If anything was to go down or anything weird, I don't know if a 5-year-old can even comprehend what's going on at times.
They're so vulnerable. Yeah. And your job is to make sure that nothing bad happens to them. And that takes priority over how efficient you want to be at Walmart.
And when a parent says they left their kid in the car for 20 minutes, always add an extra 10.
Probably, yeah.
Always an extra 10.
I see people were commenting, too. A lot of these cars now, they shut off after about 15 minutes. So if somebody's just sitting there, then imagine that. The car shuts off. And
you think your kid's in the AC, but they're not.
That's a deadly situation.
There's a ton of body cam videos on this where parents go in, and it does. They'll always say, I was only in there for 5 minutes. They go check the tape or the video, and they're in there for 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything's on tape now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, that's unacceptable. Use what power you still have in the relationship to hopefully change her mind on how she deals with that.
If someone doesn't change, though, do you call DCF? If you know someone's going to be doing that?
A couple steps. One, I'm volunteering. I'll watch your daughter anytime you need to go shopping or help you out with
Even
that.
if we break up, I will watch your daughter whenever, wherever. Call me. Don't leave her in the car.
Yeah. Step 2 is you say, hey, I just can't be with somebody that would continue to do this. And so I'd say it'd be a breakup. And then step 3, if you saw or knew she did it a third time, then I think DCF's probably about the right way to go. You would feel better knowing you've gone through every step you possibly can rather than hear a story or get word that her daughter died in a car and you could have had some power and put some more leverage on her.
True.
So use everything you got on it. Now, somebody wants to know here if they need to stand their ground on baptizing their daughter. It says, my husband and I have a loving marriage, but we've kind of hit a wall when it comes to baptizing our daughter. Over the last 5 years, he's become agnostic and his views have shifted a lot since we first got married. For me and my entire family, baptism is a deeply important tradition and skipping it feels like a real loss. I'm not asking him to convert or change what he believes. I'm just asking him to support something that means everything to me and to our daughter's roots. He keeps saying that he doesn't want to start her off in something she can't consent to, but I feel like that argument goes out the window for a lot of things we already decide for her. Shouldn't he be able to set aside his personal beliefs for one day to honor something this meaningful to our family? I think there's two different things here. Being in the Christian faith myself, a lot of times they have baby dedications. And, that's something that is great. And you do that when the kid can't consent. Kid doesn't know, but you're dedicating the child's life to God. And so that would be one thing. And I don't know if you've done that or not, but that would be the one thing. And that's typically what they do with kids. Baptism is usually more of an adult personal choice.
Not in Catholicism.
Sure.
Baptism in our realm.
So how would you handle it? Would you stand your ground and force it then?
I would, because as Catholics, you believe, this is the way to heaven. You got to get baptized. So I would stand my ground.
Yeah, I think my take on it would just be, because I think it's very personal. I think it is an important thing. It is really you signifying to the world that, hey, I've made this change and I'm dead in sin, alive in Christ is kind of what it's all supposed to be about. And so with our kids, we let them get to that point where they really knew and they wanted to make the choice themselves, and then they've been baptized since then. In fact, my daughter just got baptized again and wanted to do it, but it was all on her own. And so to me, at least in the Protestant faith, that's what I would say. So depending upon if you're Catholic or if you're Protestant, that would be my take. Virginia's is different.
How would you handle if one of your kids were not at all vibing with religion and they're like, Dad, I just don't believe in it? Would you be upset? Would you try to bring them to the other side, or do you just listen to them and hear what they're thinking?
No, you just have civil discussions. You'd be like, why do you not see it? That's why I really try to study my faith as much as I can. So if anybody has any objections to it, that I
He's
can talk.
ready.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I've prepared my whole life for this. I prepared daily for this.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, let's have a talk. I'm like, look, and I'm not going to, you can't force somebody into this.
No.
I mean, it is not an easy path. It really is not. Everybody thinks it's all great. I think there's so many benefits of religion and of my faith. It's why I do it. But yeah, if somebody's not willing, that's just it. I think that's why God gives you free will.
Yeah.
He never wanted to force anybody into it. So if God's not going to do it, why would you then heavy hand somebody into the faith? Because their heart's not going to beat it. And that's what's the most important thing. So many people try to walk the walk, but it's really hard unless your heart is in it and you're really committed to it. And that's what baptism's about, is signifying that, okay, I'm here, I'm ready to do this thing.
When the student is ready, the teacher appears.
There you go. Yeah, there's all kinds of wisdom in that. So, yeah, Virginia, I have a little bit of a different take on that for different reasons.
Yeah, I believe in forcing my kid to go to catechism classes and First Communion against his will because it was done to me.
Okay.
But then when you get older, you make your own choices. Do you want to go to church? Do you want
So
to?
you force them now, no choice, and then when you're later, then
Yes.
you get okay.
When you get older, it's your choice if you want to go to church or not. But when you're little, you will go with me. You will get baptized. You will get your First Communion.
Yeah.
You will grow up with Catholicism, and then you can choose to leave it or stay. Magnolia, she went to the whole thing that Rocco's doing now, First Communion, all that. She even went to Catholic school for a bit. And then, she wasn't involved in Catholicism for a little bit. And now she goes to church up at FSU by herself.
That's great.
I think a lot of families do it that way, where you bring the kids into whatever and then when they get older, they become their own, their own thoughts, and then they figure it out themselves. That's what my family did as well. We were always at church, but not everyone believed in church, and not everyone wanted to go either.
Yeah, and 90% of people, they wind up staying in the faith that they were raised in. That's why it is important to raise them with that guidance. But then, at some point, you'd be like, hey, this has got to be your own walk. This is your own relationship with God. And so it's got to be a personal thing, I believe. And so
Look
that's what
into
baptism
it.
is.
Yeah. Research it, figure it out. Is it for you?
I think we kind of know that it's a really good idea to just kind of follow Jbird around. I know you talked about this. It's a strategy of your daughter Magnolia that she learned a long time ago. Just following Jbird around can be very lucrative.
She followed him around at, I believe it was like a festival or a fair one time.
Yeah.
And she's like, Mom, money keeps falling out of his pants. I guess he had like a hole in his pocket. So every time he would put money in there, it would fall out. And she's like, this is great. I think she made like $5 or $10 that day.
It was the perfect storm. It was at the fair. There was a hole in the shorts, and there was too much going on. Too many Ferris wheels, corn dog stands.
Yeah.
Bright lights.
I just was too distracted.
And Jbird likes to carry bigger bills as well. You said you dropped a 50 on the ground?
I did. I was coming out of the store. I'm in the parking lot, and you see my grilled cheese wallet. First of all, it's very massive, and there is a hole in it. And I just, for some reason, have never transferred all my stuff from my grilled cheese wallet to my pizza wallet.
You're busy.
Exactly. Thank you.
You got too much going on.
You guys get it. And I just didn't even realize, because I had to go pay something in cash. There's stuff you have still to this day. You have to go pay cash.
Yeah, it's called drugs.
No, it's not. I knew you were going to say that. No, my primary care doctor doesn't take debit cards. He only takes cash or checks. You have to drive there.
Cash or check from your doctor?
It's a little old.
What the hell is going on over there?
That's
Money
interesting.
launder much?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
I do.
Does doctor feel good?
No, they're very outdated.
You need to check them credentials.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing anything wrong, other than they just haven't caught up with technology.
So how do you think they're staying up when it comes to the important things in their craft?
Yeah, like medicine.
I took a class in the 60s. This is good enough, right? Has medicine really changed?
I am in the market for a new primary care doctor.
We're going to use this thing called shock therapy.
I'm telling you, it's hard to get a
I
primary
believe
care
in bloodletting.
Leeches, bring them in.
So you had the $50, it was on the ground, and you needed the money. And just voila, out of nowhere, you said a good Samaritan just comes up with the money and returns it to you.
I hear
Wow.
screaming. I'm up by my Jeep, and they go, "You drop this, you drop this." I go, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." I even offered to give them $20 for just being a good Samaritan, and they said, "I want no money. I don't want anything that will ruin the good deed for the day." And I go, "Are you sure?" They go, "I want no money. Thank you. Have a good day." I'm like, "Thank you so much."
Angels amongst us.
I really did try to give them money. They did not want it.
That's so sweet of them.
I know.
It is cool. And honestly, I think for anybody out there, when you're ever tempted to maybe just kind of walk away with $50 in cash, I think you can do a lot more when you just give it to somebody who needs it or deserves it and who it belongs to. And I think we all kind of got to do that, man, because look, you turn on TV and you're just constantly faced with all these images of saying, what is going on with humanity?
I know we talk a lot about what's wrong in the world a lot, but it's nice to point out something when someone's nice and pure. And I could tell just by the way they were, they would have, the moment would have been ruined for them if they would have gotten money. They had a pure heart, it felt like.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they're probably doing it for other reasons, you know? They're just like, hey, for either their own self-esteem or they just want to make the world a better place, and good for them for doing that.
Because they could have easily taken that money. I wouldn't have known until I got to the place I was going to.
You're
A lot
right.
of people would justify it that way, saying, I'm not going to get caught. You know, is it really a total sin? The person was just a klutz and they dropped their own money. So how bad is it if I just pick it up and take it?
Well, that's why it jumps out to me when I see a little kid that has manners and that's sweet. It jumps out at me more than it ever has because I feel like that's kind of dying a little bit.
It's a little bit of a lesson to anybody else. It doesn't take a lot to be a light in this world. It really doesn't take a lot of effort because there's so much darkness. That just a little bit of something, a little glimmer of hope shines so bright now that take that chance and that opportunity to do it.
And if you believe in karma and how things come back to you cyclically, when you put out good, you get back good.
Well, I just feel like we live in that mic drop era where everyone's always like, oh, yeah, and mic drop in your face.
Right.
So when someone has manners and has a politeness to them, to me, it does stick out.
Yeah, it does. Just goes to show you what little stuff you have to do to really make a bigger impact on people today. So appreciate that. So go out in the world today and try to do at least one good thing.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com.
You're on, Virginia.
Virginia, the dirt of the day is
She's
on.
in here walking slow.
I know.
She's tiptoeing in. I'm already being all quiet.
Why are you duck walking into your desk?
To your own segment.
I forgot where I was. I was deep in thought.
She's got 2 segments a day, Bird.
I know.
We'll need to be here for those 2.
Is the real dirt what you're thinking?
No, I was thinking about some other thing. Some other side project. It was work, but it was a side project. And wow, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
The mind just drifted.
You can barely notice.
I was like, oh, why is that red light on? Oh, damn, that's the on-air light.
Yes, my turn.
Billy Ray Cyrus is talking about when he nearly died. Now, in 2024, when we saw like he was a mess, remember him and his kids were having all that beef. They were all talking bad about each other. And he had been so deep into like drinking and maybe a little drugging. And
Now, do we know that?
I mean, look at him.
Okay, here we go.
His body was so swollen, doctors told him to get his affairs in order. He had developed sepsis, a life-threatening infection in his blood that can take you out. He had temporary vocal paralysis, and he feared he may never be able to sing again. He says his kids and his grandkids and Elizabeth Hurley helped him recover. Now, I think she's so hot. Like, if she comes in to be your nurse, like, you got to battle back so you can be with that. I think they look at their relationship as like, wow, she was the one that got away that he was able to rekindle.
Okay.
And they've been together ever since. You see her with him, and yeah, they're making it happen. So good for them.
I got really sick and almost died. And I was like, as I was trying to stay alive, at times they sent me home from the hospital, and I'd be there with Tommy Jack, but my body was blowing up. And there was a toxicity of some type of whatever. And if it had erupted, I would have died. In the last moment, I had a prayer answered. There's a prayer rock. And I found this knee, this white knee. Part of the reason why it's so white is I started getting on that rock every morning, every day, every sunset, every night. And I go put my knee in there. I was like, God, please, I need a miracle. I need a miracle. Tommy Jack would be sitting there with me going, he needs a miracle. He needs a miracle. Like, please, he needs a miracle.
See, the difference between me and Billy Ray, I have a prayer pillow. I don't know why you're going to go with the prayer rock. And I mean, that's going to be tough on a knee.
That would be tough on a knee.
Yeah.
Billy, what the hell are you thinking?
Yeah, that's the only thing I'll go with the prayer, but yeah, maybe let's go prayer pillows instead.
There's a better way, I think. You have to hurt your knee, Billy.
Doesn't have to be that painful.
Yeah, so he battled through it, and here he is to talk about it today. Good for him. Maybe that rock is the answer. Jay-Z and Eminem are going to be appearing together on a new album. This will be their first collaboration since back in 2001. So this is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could be. See if they still got it.
I think Jay-Z is going on a full tour.
Yeah, he's announced about 4 or 5 dates. I think they're pretty much Los Angeles and those kind of places.
I was really surprised to see that. I guess he wants to prove that he still got it, or he needs money.
Well, I don't know if he needs money, and it is kind of odd because didn't he recently have conversations about how the hip hop is for a younger man, talking about Drake and his thing? And so right off the heels of commenting on how you should be younger to do the hip hop because you have more to say, here he is saying, oh, wait, I'm going to say something.
That tells me he needs money.
No, I don't think he needs money.
Yeah, I don't understand that. It does seem like he's talking out both sides of his mouth on this one. I don't know why.
He needs the applause, dog.
Maybe. And finally here, it looks like they're going to be doing a third movie in that whole 21 Jump Street franchise. So they did, 21, they did 22, and now they're talking about doing 23, 24.
I think they skipped 23.
Oh, they did?
I don't know why.
That's weird.
That's the one with Jonah Hill and...
Yep.
The new one will be Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, and Ice Cube.
Yeah, that's a pretty funny franchise. I was surprised how good it was. The first one was good.
Okay, I got to go check these out. 24 Jump Street, apparently in the works.
And I don't think the second one was that bad either.
They poke fun at movie sequels.
Yeah, okay.
All right. I like it. That's what's going on in your dirt.
I'm going to be jogging your memory here with a little retro commercial quiz. These things used to be beat into your head when you were watching Saturday morning cartoons or any kind of kids programming. Now, the question is, can you toggle back, or have you ruined too many brain cells, Virginia, with that demon alcohol?
You call it a demon. I call it survival juice.
Okay.
Survival juice.
Do you want me to be able to put up with life or not?
Guess you got to do what you got to do to cope.
Yes.
Okay. What you need to do is write down your answers here.
Okay.
It's a fill-in-the-blank quiz.
Okay.
Perfect score is 10. Question number 1, you need to fill in the blank. When I say, my baloney has a first name, it's blank. What is the first name of my baloney? Jbird, what did you put down?
OSCAR.
What did you write down, Virginia?
OSCAR.
Bam, okay. Just for the blank of it, Diet Coke. Just for the blank of it, Diet Coke. And do not say any swear words. It's not just for the F of it. In case you were wondering, that answer I'll take off the board just for our FCC license. Just for the blank of it, Diet Coke. Virginia, what is in that blank?
All right, I'm struggling. I wrote fun.
Just for the fun of it. Jbird, what did you write down?
Just for the smell of it.
Just for the smell of it.
I smell those bubbles.
Yes, I don't drink it. I like to just smell it. Then I throw it down the drain.
All right, we could both be wrong, but which one was a dumber answer?
It's tie.
Okay, I'll take a tie.
It's taste.
Taste.
Just for the taste.
Damn it.
Of it.
You know I didn't mess with no Diet Coke.
That's true. He was like, he's insulted. I'd even bring that up and put this on this stupid quiz.
Give us full sugar or give us death.
Exactly. Thank you. You get it.
Number 3 in the retro commercial quiz. Who wears blank shorts? Who wears blank shorts? I believe it was a commercial for Nair.
Yes.
Which was all about hair removal back in the day. Jbird, what did you write down?
Who wears short shorts?
Virginia.
We wear short shorts.
What a crazy way to explain it. I mean, short shorts. When have you heard they're not shorts, they're short shorts.
I remember that commercial. That was in heavy rotation. I don't know, it's kind of a hot commercial.
It was one of those commercials where you had every man in the family locked.
Yeah, it really was because
Because men love short shorts.
Right.
I think they learned the zoom with the cameras back then for that commercial as well.
Okay, they zoom right in on them legs. Number 4 here, retro commercial quiz. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a blank it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a blank it is. What did you write down there, Jbird?
Oh, what a relief it is.
What did you get down there, Virginia?
Relief.
All right, okay. Okay, you both hanging strong. 1 miss apiece after 4. Number 5, the blank part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
I think we have to sing the answer, though.
Okay, we could do that. All right, we'll start with Virginia.
The best part of waking up.
Jbird.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
All right, you guys got that one. No fooling there. Okay, what about this one? There's a million toys at Toys R Us that blank. You've got to finish the sentence on that. It's more than one word. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that blank. There's a million toys at Toys R Us that blank. Virginia, what is the answer to that?
I can play with.
Bird, what did you put?
That really flip your lid.
That really flip your lid. Virginia's right.
I think really flip your lid's in the song, isn't it?
Not in that line.
I don't want to grow up. That will
There's
really,
a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
That will really flip your lid.
You're not going to talk Kevin into it.
I know. I think it's a little unjust.
It's not fair, huh?
I don't think it is.
It's rigged.
Yeah, it is.
Jaybird's contesting that point.
File a complaint with Denny's and let's keep it moving.
Do I have to send an email to Kevin about the complaint?
Yep. And add to my deleted file. Okay, what about this one in the retro commercial quiz? It's a good time for the blank taste. Now, it's a McDonald's commercial, and they were showing you the Big Mac in this commercial, and it said, it's a good time for the blank taste. It's a good time for the blank taste. A little bit of a trickier one here.
This is tough.
What did you write down, Jbird?
I put big taste.
Okay, good time for the big taste. What do you got, Virginia?
I'm guessing. I put good time for the great taste.
That is correct.
I hate this game. I don't like it. Gosh, man.
Virginia increases her lead.
No.
I'm the Knicks and he's the Spurs.
I'm the one stuck back in time. I'm the one stuck in the 80s. Not you. This is my contest.
Well, then you better step it up.
Yeah.
I go to bed at night to 80s commercials.
Yes.
What is happening here?
Apparently not these 80s commercials.
Yes. Toys R Us, flip your lid.
My buddy, wherever I go, he goes, my buddy, blank, blank. How do you finish that? My buddy, blank, blank. And again, this is clean.
Yes.
With blank with my buddy.
My buddy blank. Oh, yeah. Come on, buddy.
The mind wanders.
Why do you think he's such a good buddy? Virginia, what are you putting on this?
I put my buddy and me.
What did you put, Bird?
My buddy and me.
There you go. Points for everybody on that one.
Yeah,
You're
but
correct.
Do you all have My Buddy dolls? I didn't think so.
You do? You currently own a My Buddy?
I have 2. In the doll section, the vintage doll section, Kevin.
And you play with them?
No, I don't play with them. It's for display. Serious conversation.
Finish the line on this Slinky commercial. What walks downstairs? What walks downstairs? They're talking about a Slinky. Finish the line in this retro commercial quiz. What walks downstairs? How do you finish it? What did you put down for that, Jbird?
What walks downstairs, wiggles and scares.
Wiggles and scares. What did you put, Virginia?
Alone or in pairs?
That is correct.
Man, I ain't that old.
Oh, now you're going to make it about age?
Yeah, the people going ageism.
And the final one here. See what your final scores are going to be. Fresh goes better with Mentos blank. And you've got to fill that with 5 words. Fresh goes better with Mentos. Da, 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 da.
Oh, man, that's tough.
Fresh goes better. Fresh goes better with Mentos blank, 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 blank.
Yes. Again, it's clean.
It is clean. It is clean. So how do you finish that line? Fresh goes better with Mentos blank and blank, blank, blank. Virginia, what did you put down to finish up that line?
Mentos, fresh goes better with fresh and fresh. Mentos, the fresh maker.
With fresh, and then what? They go Spanish?
Yes.
The fresh maker.
The fresh maker.
Okay.
I don't know. At the end,
don't know.
that one goes really fast.
Okay, Virginia's not going to get that bird.
Can you sing the part so I can?
Fresh goes better with Mentos blank and blank, blank, blank.
With Mentos, cool feeling inside.
Yeah. Fresh goes better with Mentos, fresh and full of life.
Full of life.
Full of life. Fresh and full of life would have been the correct answer.
And then at the end it goes Mentos, the fresh maker.
Yeah, see. Jbird got 50%.
Damn.
Half right, half wrong. Virginia missed 2, 8 out of 10, 80%. Virginia, the clear winner in that one.
It's a bloodbath. It hurts.
Study more.
I've noticed that a lot of South Floridians have a very passionate opinion on where you go to get the best key lime pie. And all throughout South Florida, you can argue that there's some pretty good key lime pie. And you don't have to go all the way to Key West to get great key lime pie. In fact, you can simply just stay right here in Palm Beach County, and you can find a lot of good places like the old Key Lime House.
They do a
amazing
great
key
one.
lime pie.
Yes, fantastic. The Breakers Hotel does a fabulous one.
E.R. Bradley's is fantastic as well. Yeah, very good. There's a lot of suggestions here, but these are the ones that the Sun Sentinel has put in their top 5 for the best key lime pie in South Florida. They have Bob Roth's New River Groves in Davie.
Ooh, where's that at? I mean, I know it's in Davie, but
He just said it's in Davie.
I realized how stupid it was. I caught myself before anyone could jump on me. I get it. It sounded dumb.
There's also Gilbert's 17th Street Grill in Fort Lauderdale. Joe's Stone Crab, Miami Beach.
Okay, that's a legend, but you better bring your damn wallet.
Super expensive.
Just even the pie?
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah, if me and Kevin went in there and got 2 slices of pie, what are we looking at? $50?
I don't know. Probably like maybe $10 a slice.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it's Miami, baby.
Yeah, last time we were there, my wife and I, we split a bottle of decoy wine. Typically buy that for about $20 at my favorite little liquor store there by Jbird's house, and I think it was $50 for the bottle.
Whoa.
It was a little bit of a markup.
A little bit of a markup.
Double.
Did you get
More
the
than
stone
double.
crabs?
No, I couldn't afford them. I ordered drinks and they're like, would you like stone crabs? I was like, no, I can't even afford the wine. I think I'm done here.
One of our radio friends, Paul Castronovo, got me a backstage tour of Joe's one time.
Yeah,
you know
he's tight with them.
They keep those stone crabs under lock and key. Like you have to have a fingerprint password to get into the cooler where they keep the stone crabs. And he got me that backstage tour. I was like, this is impressive.
They don't play.
They don't play, and it's very expensive.
Mm-hmm. The Sticky Bun in Deerfield Beach, they say, has some of the best key lime pie, and it's up in the top 5. And then they just put Publix supermarkets.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what people suggested.
They do. It's not bad, man. I got to tell you.
Okay. Yeah, now, a couple of people were saying some other places, the Upper Crust.
Yeah, Upper Crust did us great pie.
Where the hell is that at?
Used to be on Dixie.
And also the Fish House, and they got a couple locations, one in Miami, one in Key Largo. Somebody said that's one of the key lime pies that's actually worth the drive. So take it up. How much do you love key lime pie?
I do love it. It's up there. It's the older I've gotten, the more I've respected it.
You know what I love? I love a mini. I want the ratio of the key lime goo and the graham cracker crust to be a little bit more graham cracker heavy. So I like when they make a little mini one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kevin, I liked the mini too when I was 7.
Yeah.
Don't snooze, right by your house on North Lake. Keys Chocolates, that frozen chocolate dipped key lime pie.
I have a lot of places I got to go. There's all kind of sweets I'm supposed to try this week, Kev.
Try to get that hot girl summer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's get a faux pas just in time for summer.
I'm trying to get as big as a gut as possible, but make sure I have scrawny ass legs.
It's a great combo. It's a great combo. Yeah, if you're a key lime pie enthusiast, how did they do on the list for the Sun Sentinel? Because it does feel like they left a few places out.
And they're Broward-centric.
Sure.
They're not going to focus on Palm Beach. It's just the nature of the beast.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, to leave out something like the Fish House, you're like, okay.
Old Key Lime House.
Yeah, I mean, that to me seems like a glaring miss.
It's in their damn name.
I don't know if I even had their key lime.
It's good.
It is.
It's would you call it the top 5 around?
I think every time I go there with like anybody from out of town, they always get it. It's like a staple.
It looks like a piece of art. It looks like it was made in a lab.
Ooh.
Yep. You should try it.
I want to go right now.
I know.
And get it.
Dog, let's call it a day. Let's go some key lime pie.
I don't think they own for like 4 hours.
We'll talk. We'll have some laughs in the parking lot.
Okay.
I'll call them. Hey y'all, we need it now.
It's kind of fun if you are in that kind of shape where you could take on a big old food challenge. And there's a lot of places in South Florida that offer them up where you got to eat a massive amount of food in a certain amount of time. And if you do, you get an award, you get it for free or something like that. It's just bragging rights that go with it.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Because I can't eat like that. Mm-hmm. But it is fun if you have like a big heifer in your group.
Right.
Somebody that you know can take it down.
Yep.
It's fun to go and sit there and be at the table and be a part of that experience and watch them just go to town.
Is it sexy if someone's got multiple places they go to do a challenge and they're on this wall, they're on that wall, they've beaten the actual but multiple times of different establishments? That's their thing.
It's only sexy if they're not gross. If they're gross and they're doing this, then it kind of makes me sad.
You mean gross looking?
Like grossly obese to where you're like, oh, I'm sad that they don't have their life in check and they're just, wow, spiraling out of control, unhealthy, really bad. Like when you see somebody who's actually fit.
It's got really sad quick.
Why are you ruining this segment? What is this obese scenario you're painting?
I like when the
oh my gosh.
when the eaters when the hot dog eating competition on July 4th, I like when they're not a hot mess, when they look fit and they're put together and they can still take down 47 hot dogs. When they're sadly obese and you can tell that their health is spiraling because of it, then I don't want to be a part of that. It makes me sad.
Okay.
What the hell are you talking about?
You don't get it?
I mean, I guess.
It's dark.
It's real dark. I've been in a lot of eating competitions. Everyone usually wants to be there. Not everyone's obese either, believe it or not.
I know. I cheer for the ones that aren't a hot mess.
In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen that scenario you're painting at a food competition. I've been to a lot of them.
Well, no, typically the speed eating, you've got to be a little bit thinner because what happens is it's about how your stomach can expand. And if there's a lot of fat on the outside, it has more to push back on. So that's why you see a lot of the competitive eaters, they try to maintain a very thin frame so their stomachs can expand and not push against a wall of fat.
Like that chick, the Black Widow, like she is tiny.
Yep, right. That's an example. Yeah.
That's fun to watch.
You're talking about something that you would see. What is that network that's always showing the depressing stuff of people that have massive problems?
What, hoarders? Or?
TLC.
Oh, yeah,
TLC,
something
there
on
you go. TLC. They love showing people that have got,
I don't like my 600-pound life.
Right.
I don't like any of that where they had to break the door frame to get the guy out of the house. That makes me sad. I don't want to watch that.
But that's not what we're talking about, though, because that is sad. That's devastating.
But I'm saying even in real life, I don't want to go to the restaurant and do these eating challenges with a person who's 600 pounds because that makes me sad.
Okay, so if you're 600 pounds, don't invite Virginia to go along for your food eating challenge.
Do not. I can't be a part of that.
She would just be sad the entire time.
I would.
Okay. Now you know.
I got it.
Okay. Well, if you're not completely gross and obese, you can go with Virginia to many different places. There's Pizza Paradise in West Palm Beach. It has a challenge where you can eat 2 giant sourdough pizzas, 7 pounds total. You'll get $100. The meal is free, and you get a T-shirt, probably an extra large, and you get a spot on the Wall of Fame.
Yeah, imagine that guy, not gross, or woman, and they are just racking up these challenges. They're having fun with it. They're smiling, no tears. I think it's kind of cool.
I like that. Yes, that's fun. That sourdough is supposed to be good for you if it's truly sourdough.
Yeah.
I was reading that the health benefits of sourdough are amazing, but not all sourdough is really sourdough. Sourdough has like 4 ingredients.
Okay.
If you flip your bread over and you read the ingredients and it's got more than 4 ingredients, that's not real sourdough.
Okay.
It's probably why it's my least favorite bread, honestly. One of them.
Yeah.
Sourdough.
You don't like sourdough?
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you guys won't be eating the same bread then.
No.
Also, there's Steve's Pizza in Miami. They've got a challenge where you can eat a 30-inch, 10-pound pizza with a partner in 45 minutes. You get the pizza free, plus you both get victory T-shirts.
10 pounds of pizza, man. That is heavy duty.
But you
on the
can
hook
bring
for
a
5.
partner.
Yeah, on the hook for 5 each.
Still, though, even with the partner, I mean, and Kev, you're the best person on the show that can eat and put away food. And I know you wouldn't do that, but you are the best.
Right.
5 pounds if you had to, that'd be tough.
Maybe in my height of it, but yeah, I couldn't even come close to that now.
I mean, think how heavy 5 pounds is.
I can't wrap my brain around it.
It's a lot. Nick's Pizza in Miami, they got a challenge where you can finish a single giant 3-foot-long slice of pizza. I've
3 foot long.
I've seen photos of that thing. It's pretty impressive.
That's cool.
Yeah, if you can do that, you'll get the slice free, plus you get a spot on their Wall of Fame. And see, I love these things because it is really kind of cool. I remember back in the day when Shula's was at PJ National, and I went in there and ate their whatever it was, 60-ounce something or other sirloin. And
80-ounce steak.
And my name was on the little, it was just such pride. And I kept going back to show people, which is, it's great marketing.
It
really
is cool.
Smart.
I go back, you show people, you buy a few drinks. They know what they're doing.
Yep. Stormhouse Brewing in North Palm Beach has a challenge where you can crush a giant spicy ghost pepper burger in 15 minutes to get a completely free round of beers for your table.
That's cool.
You'd be a hero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost pepper burger is going to be spicy.
It will. So, yeah, you're going to feel that in the morning.
I would like to see Kevin do that because you can handle spice. And then we all get free beers?
You could.
Yeah.
I think you're the man for that job.
Yes, you are.
I'm more scared of the volume than I am the heat.
I understand that.
Yeah, they're doing a summer bash on Saturday, so it might be a good time to take that in.
How many ounces is this patty?
Didn't say.
Interesting.
It's a weird thing, too, because on some of those food competitions, there are days you wake up and your body just feels good. You're hungry. You feel like you can put a lot down. There's other days you wake up and go, I don't know if I can get a donut down. It says there's too much.
In Hollywood, they got the Quickies, Burgers, and Bowls where you can finish a mountain of beef, cheese, and buns weighing 5 pounds. You'll get the burger free plus a T-shirt and bragging rights. Game Time in Miami has got a chance for you to conquer a towering multi-patty burger that is stacked with a giant side of fries. You knock that down, the meal's free, plus you get gift cards for arcade games. Which, I mean, could you knock that down and be like, hey, let's go play a bunch of games? No way. What?
The game I'm going to play is lay down.
Can we do what now?
That's the only game I'm
and
playing.
poo yourself.
Yeah. The Wagyu Bar in Miami, they've got a challenge where you can cleanly finish a premium giant tomahawk Wagyu steak in 60 minutes. It's a $250 steak you'll get for free, plus you're on their elite wall of fame.
Wow.
That must be a big steak, though, because they're not going to throw that challenge out for any.
60 minutes. You got a whole hour to knock it down.
Does it say how many ounces it is?
It does not.
Because that one sounds attainable, but if it's some Flintstone type of steak.
Yeah, if it's more, so tomahawk usually means that they have that big bone still in it, and like it's huge. But if it's like 30 ounces, I feel like I could do that.
Could you put down some steak, you think, Kev?
No, not a lot. Like I said, this is all past me.
I could back in the day.
Talking about where I was, yeah, this is 3.5 pounds. That's how much the steak is. 3.5 pounds of steak you got knocked down in an hour.
I don't think you could do 3.5 pounds, V. That's a lot of meat, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of meat.
Rock and Roll Ribs in Coral Springs. They got a challenge where you can clear a heavy metal platter piled high with ribs, pork, and sides. Platter's going to be free if you do it, plus a custom rock-themed T-shirt.
I mean, I just feel like you are not getting up for 3 days after that.
Even up north, Shooters Billiards in Port St. Lucie, they've got a challenge where you can eat a $100 platter of burgers, cheesesteaks, wings, and fries in 60 minutes. That's a lot of food. You'll get the whole meal for free, plus you get on their wall of fame if you can do that, Shooters Billiards.
Nice.
But if you don't do it, you just spent $80 worth of food.
Well, and that's where they get people, too, because how many people fail this? I don't know what the success rate is for people to do it.
You're a failure, everybody knows, and now you got to pay $80.
Well,
Yeah.
like that steak place, that steak's $250. They're not going to be just throwing those out for free. They deliberately made it to where not everyone can do that.
It probably makes sense if only about 5% of people can clear that bar. And at the Temple Street Eatery in Fort Lauderdale, they got a challenge where you can speed eat a giant bowl of noodles and dumplings, and you'll get the bowl free plus a digital shout out, and you'll get on their Wall of Fame photo.
Ooh, noodles and dumplings. Give it to me.
Noodles and dumplings sound good right
like
now.
noodles and dumplings in a broth. Oh, yes.
So if you're in it, these are the fun kind of things to do during the rainy season.
You're right.
You know, you can go
Get
there.
fat.
Yeah, get super fat.
So you can go to the beach and look like a whale.
Nothing like dealing with humidity than when you put on 35 extra pounds.
It's an indoor summer.
Yeah.
He's sweaty and gross.
People fighting online, losing their minds. So we read the crazy crap they write and have a fun time. Well, get ready for this week's digital drama.
All right, well, we got a thread here to go through. It is a neighborhood Facebook group that is fighting over fireworks being set off after midnight in June. One resident is blaming the neighborhood kids. Then the truth comes out. We got Karen on here. We have got Chad. I will be Karen. Virginia, you can be Chad. We'll have Jbird playing the role of Melissa. And then Denny's, you can be Doug. Here's what Karen has to say. Can whoever keeps setting off fireworks after midnight please stop? It's June, not the 4th of July. Some of us have jobs in the morning, and we don't want to wake up thinking the neighborhood is being invaded. Seriously, I'll shove a firecracker where the sun don't shine if I find you.
Of course, the complaint comes from someone named Karen. This is the most Karen post that's ever Karened. They're just fireworks, lady, not a hostage situation.
Well, my dog launched himself into a wall at 12:15 this morning, and if these fireworks keep up, somebody's getting a strongly worded letter and a flaming bag of dog poo.
And my kids were awake for an hour. Whoever is doing this needs to stop, or I will get the law involved. I know several police officers. My finger is on the dial.
I drove by last night. Those weren't kids. It was a grown-ass man in cargo shorts running around like he just discovered fire. It's that jerk Chad.
Okay. Technically, my kids weren't lighting them, but I still think Karen needs a hobby besides neighborhood surveillance. And Doug, I don't even know you, bro, so keep my name out your mouth.
Wait a minute. So you been blaming children this whole time? You are a moron. If my dog doesn't sleep tonight because your dumb ass is lighting fireworks, you'll be getting a flaming bag of poo, but it won't be from my dog. It'll be from me.
Oh, damn.
The funniest part was hearing this Chad douche yell, "Oh, baby, this one's a beaut," before every explosion. Man, you look like a dumbass out there, Chad. Your kids must be cringing at how your belly just sticks out from under your shirt. Instead of lighting fireworks, go to the gym instead, chubs.
Fine, it was me. The kids were asleep. I bought the fireworks. I lit the fireworks, and I do it again. Some people garden, some people golf. I launch firework freedom into the sky. Stay mad, Karens.
Hey, that's my name. And we have another thread here that has Evan and Andy. They're calling out women who post pictures of themselves sticking out their tongues in a very suggestive way. It turns into some epic fight with the ladies here. I'll play the role of Evan. We'll have Virginia playing the role of Regina. Jbird, you're going to be Jasmine, and Denny's, you can be Andy.
I pronounce it Regina.
Regina, okay. Regina.
Kind of like your name, Virginia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say it right or don't say it at all.
Okay, Regina.
You know, females who post pictures online with their tongues sticking out are future strippers, OnlyFans models, or worse, prostitutes. Do better, ladies.
Oh, preach, brother. I hate when females do this. You're basically telling the world your body count's over 50. No self-respecting woman sticks her tongue out in suggestive ways and then posts the pic for the whole world to see. I'm with Evan. Ladies need to do better.
I am a powerful single woman, and what you guys are saying is awful. It sounds like you both are slut-shaming. It's not the 1950s anymore, boys. Women are taking over the world, and men like you can't stop your crying. Don't be all butthurt because you're now living in a woman's world.
Yeah, it's a woman's world. That's why the world's going to hell. You're proving my point, lady. When women lead, we all bleed.
What the F does that mean? When women lead, the world becomes a better place, S-head. S-bomb head. The days where old white men like Evan and Andy rule the world are over. Deal with it, losers.
First of all, I'm not really old. I'm actually 25 years old. And secondly, I am not white. I'm Spanish. What drugs are you smoking, lady?
Yeah, I'm not old either, and I'm most definitely not white. I'm actually Asian. Are you even looking at our profile pics, or do you just call all men old and white?
Okay, here comes Regina.
The men on this post are pathetic.
I am a plus-size model and an influencer. I know a lot of people who could make you both of your lives miserable. I'd shut your pie holes if I was you. Much like Taylor Swift, I have dragons, and I can release them, and I'd watch what you post, man. This is your final warning.
Ooh, so scared.
Release your stupid dragons.
Okay, you have a hellfire about a pain about to be thrown down on you. I release the dragons. Do your thing, internet.
Oh, boy.
Does she really have dragons? Come on. Does
Probably
Regina
not.
have dragons?
Regina.
Regina.
I think we get why she's a Regina.
Regina probably got dragon rolls.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Danny's joke jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
All right, it's time for a little comedy. Denny's going to be teeing them up here, and we're going to tell them which ones are working and which ones are not in the joke jury today. All right, what you got, Denny's?
All right, this one was inspired by Virginia just recently watching Taken.
Oh, I did. I watched Taken 2 after that, and then I was like, all right, how many times can one family get taken?
They made a third one.
I'm not doing it.
So the answer would be 3?
Maybe international travel is not for you guys.
He has a certain set of skills that are just not very good.
Dude, stop traveling.
I thought it was crazy they made a third one, but I digress. First joke. What did Liam Neeson say about the pots and pans he was selling on QVC?
I don't know. What did he say about the pots and pans he was selling on QVC?
I have a very particular set of skillets.
That would be a great product for him to hawk.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Someone call Liam Neeson and pitch that idea.
It would work.
Second joke. What type of thespian uses amphetamines before each scene?
I don't know.
A meth head actor.
Okay.
Very good.
It's very smart.
Oh, yeah. Not so smart on this one. Third joke. What did Mr. T say about everyone buying electric cars?
I don't know. What did he say about everybody buying electric cars?
I pity the fuel.
Dude, you're having a great round.
We love Mr. T
he is.
comedy. We love it.
Fourth joke. Which poet is most popular with people who have a foot fetish?
I don't know. What poet is most popular with people who have a foot fetish?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Yes.
Yummy.
That's good. Virginia could use that.
Poto.
And final joke. Which insect gets half hard when they see a honeycomb?
I don't know. Which insect does get half hard when they see a honeycomb?
A chubby.
Chubby. Yeah. Very nice.
Love it.
That's what we call comedy.
Home run, Joe.
KVJ, dirt of the day. It's the KVJ, dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com.
It's embarrassing, right? I mean, you're on stage, you're rocking out, you're in concert, everybody came to see you, you're vibing it. So, yeah, why not do a stage dive? Well, here's why. Machine Gun Kelly did a stage dive on June 6th at his concert in Connecticut, and the crowd failed to catch him. He hit the ground, and now he has injured his back severely. Machine Gun Kelly was talking about it yesterday and said, look, if I'm moving really funky in concert, that's why. I don't know what I did. I really hurt my back, but I'm not canceling any shows. If I have to do shows in a wheelchair, I will.
Yeah, that stage diving's kind of it's a tricky one.
Oh my God.
You have to trust the audience.
Yeah.
You better know that they're going to catch you, and you better know that they're so tightly packed in like sardines that they can't help themselves.
Well, you kind of have to time it out and feel the moment, and the crowd's got to really be there for you. You got to make sure that they're on the same page, because they might have not known you were about to do that.
And you just size them up and see how strong they look, too.
Is it okay to call your shot and say, I'm about to stage dive. You guys ready?
I don't think that's bad. I think you hype up the audience.
Yeah.
And still, if not, you run the risk of just eating some pavement.
Which he did. Horrifying. I can't wait to see the video. I mean, I'm sad for him, but hopefully that video comes out, because I really want to see how that played out. So yeah, if you see him in concert, he might end up in a wheelchair for the last few shows.
All right.
Ooh. Tiffany Haddish is saying that her DUI case has dragged on so long that it should be thrown out. They are saying, no. The delay is not hurting you. You're still getting gigs. She's saying it's hurting her reputation. It's hurting her career. It's hurting her ability to work. Now, the DUI happened back in January of 2022. It happened in Georgia, but for some reason, they have not finished prosecuting her yet for it. The state of Georgia is now urging a judge to reject her motion to dismiss. So this will be interesting to see how it would play out. I mean, why would they be dragging their heels from 2022 to finish the case against her?
Yeah, it's the
weird.
court system. Never know.
Courts are slow
crazy.
sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And finally here, in the funniest clip that I've heard in a long time, have you seen the clip of Cardi B? She just discovered Five Below, the store. Now, she knew about Dollar Tree.
Okay.
But she didn't know about Five Below.
Five Below is way better than a Dollar Tree. They have legit licensed products in there. You can buy something Batman, or you can buy something that's a legit faction.
Totally. She's just going off adorably talking about it, though.
I did not know that Five Below was like a kid store. This is dead a kid store. I thought this was like almost similar to a 99-cent store, but it's not. It's everything kids, candies, toy stuff. Like, I'm loving this. I know that. I've been rich for too long, guys. I ain't know nothing about no Five Below.
Okay.
And then she held up a shirt of this growling chihuahua, and it says, "I got that dog in me." And she's like, "Oh, I'm buying this."
See, that's the thing about Five Below. First of all, never go in there with a buzz, because everything's going to be like, "Oh my gosh, I want that. I want that shirt."
I need it.
I have gone in there and bought things I did not need.
I love that quote. I've been rich too long. I didn't know about Five Below.
They trick you. You go, "Oh my gosh, they've got that. Holy crud, they have this." And not everything's $5 either.
No, it's not. There's stuff in there that's actually overpriced.
You can still,
be careful.
You can still spend a lot of money in Five Below.
You can overpay. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, yeah, beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Box.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
Yesterday, Bill Gates was testifying before the House Oversight Committee, talking about his relationship that he had with Jeffrey Epstein from 2011 to 2014. And when he came out, here's some of the things he had to say about his testimony.
Bill Gates leaving Capitol Hill tonight after accusing Jeffrey Epstein of blackmailing him. The Microsoft co-founder grilled by lawmakers over his ties to the notorious sex offender.
I hope my testimony is helpful to the important work of the committee to find justice for the victims.
Gates, who appears thousands of times in the DOJ's Epstein files, including in photos alongside women, says he met Epstein in 2011 to help raise money for his global health charities. Gates is referenced in emails Epstein appears to have drafted to himself in 2013, suggesting he helped Bill get drugs after sex with Russian girls, allegations Gates has denied. The Microsoft co-founder today telling lawmakers he cut off Epstein when it became clear his philanthropic pledges were a dead end, but says Epstein became aware of his extramarital affairs and, in his words, was working to use information about my infidelities, in addition to many lies that he layered on top, to pressure me to re-engage with him.
That's a lot of what we've heard, that Epstein was blackmailing a lot of these people.
Blackmailed everybody that he got behind closed doors with underage girls. Now, was Bill one of them? I don't know. Aren't there videos somewhere?
And this isn't a new concept of people doing evil stuff and then blackmailing people after.
No, it's not. But it is an interesting concept that a lot of times that you'll use in Secret Service and things like that.
World leaders.
Yep.
Gates says he never witnessed nor had any indication that Epstein was engaged in ongoing criminal conduct and never victimized anyone. He's not been accused of criminal wrongdoing. Gates' interactions with Epstein began years after a controversial sweetheart deal in which Epstein served just 13 months, including work release, on Florida charges including soliciting minors for prostitution. Gates saying he should never have met with Epstein in the first place.
That's what we were saying yesterday, dude. He's already got these charges. That was 2006. It's 5 years after that. Why are you starting a relationship with a guy that had that charge 5 years prior?
And can we please reframe the way that we say that? It's impossible to meet with a minor for prostitution. Minors can't consent to being sex workers. They're not prostitutes. They're victims. They're sex slaves. Minors aren't prostitutes. Stop frickin' saying that.
Well, they even sometimes will call kids that are underage. They'll go, and the women, and like, no. They were not women.
They were child victims of sex trafficking. Call it what it is and stop trying to make it sound like they had any choice in the matter.
Obviously, I think we would agree it was a horrific judgment call.
The Gates Foundation now doing its own investigation, and those in Gates' orbit unable to escape headlines about him, including his ex-wife, Melinda.
Brings back memories of some very, very painful times in my marriage.
Wow. Okay.
I love that the Gates Foundation is investigating. That's like KVJ investigating when KVJ does something bad.
Look, I investigated your pink lies, and I held you to the fire, and I'm going to still get answers. Part 2's coming out eventually.
Innocent until proven guilty.
That's why we're doing a part 2. She will not stop double down, Kevin.
And Tracy Morgan made some comments that may not be really popular with some teachers.
In school, I talk too much. No, I was excessive talking. You know who gave you that voice? They told me I did mischief.
No,
school, mischief.
I don't think they know they didn't understand you.
Right.
You had a sense of humor. And they couldn't control that.
They can't control
God gave that to you.
Nope. And now look at, I'm getting paid for mischief.
And they still making minimum wage.
No.
You know how much some teachers probably making right now?
Man, not enough.
And I can't stand teachers. You know why? Because they have a ceiling. They have a limit. That's all they ever gonna be.
Man.
I teach my kids, sky's the limit.
Okay. It says that basically teachers have a limit. And you cannot teach as well as Tracy Morgan does, and you've reached your peak, whereas he ascended his.
He might have wanted to stop talking.
I don't think he cares.
No.
I think he'll get heat for it, and he will continue to talk.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
He's too likable to be saying dumb S-bomb like that. Stop it. Come on.
Be interesting to see how it's received by the teachers today. He was a high school dropout, so maybe that's part of it. He's still got some bitterness for whatever happened in his career.
Maybe he didn't have good teachers in his life, and that's sad.
Yeah, and he has done well for himself.
Yes.
So there you go. Okay, can you think like a majority of the KVJ show? We're going to find out here in a round of majority rule. Myself, Kevin, Virginia, Jbird, and Denny's playing today.
Who am I partnering up with? Let me see who I'm trying to pair with.
Do you want a winner or do you want a loser?
I don't know. I'm kind of getting used to losing. It's got a bit of a charm to it.
Yeah, right.
Keep the streak going.
Got your thing, you're kind of owning it.
Yeah, why not?
No pressure.
You're right. There's no pressure.
You don't got to stay on top.
First thing we're going to do here is an ice cream topping, something that you would put on ice cream. What do you think? I'm going to just go with my heart. Probably not going to get a point, but Fat Kev loved him some hot fudge. Hot fudge, man. Probably the best thing you put on ice cream, arguably. Virginia?
See, if I went with my heart, I would say butterscotch, but I know nobody's putting that because nobody in this room is over 75. I'm going to say Oreos, crumbled Oreos.
Bird?
I started writing down hot fudge, and at the last minute, I said, nah, magic shell. I went with my heart, too.
Okay.
Magic shell.
Oh, that stuff's good.
Denny's?
Man, I went with the best one, hot fudge.
Yeah, baby.
Damn it.
All right, Denny's.
That sucks.
Okay. The next one that we have here is a smartphone app. Smartphone app. What would be the smartphone app that you're going to be putting down there? It could be any old app that you got. Okay. Virginia, what do you want to put down for a smartphone app?
Since you and Denny's are in the lead, I'm going to think like Jbird. And I wrote YouTube.
Duh.
Something tells me he didn't write YouTube.
I scratched it out. I'm going against my gut.
Twice now.
I put DoorDash.
Okay.
Okay, I can see that for you as well.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
We were talking about it yesterday. I put Tinder.
Oh.
Okay. I went with the iTunes music.
Okay.
All right, that's okay.
No match.
too
no
many.
match.
All right,
No
that's
match.
fine.
At least they didn't get a point.
All right.
Okay. Next up, give me a rom-com, a romantic comedy.
Romantic comedy.
Romantic comedy.
Bird likes some com, not rom.
I like rom-coms.
I know, but you don't like it when it's too much rom.
Don't speak for me.
I'm speaking for you, and I'm thinking like you.
You don't know me like that.
Okay, Bert, going to start us off here. What is going to be the rom-com you're going to go with?
I'm going on pure chance here because I talked about it on Monday. The J-Lo movie.
Yeah.
Office Romance.
Yeah.
Anybody, please?
Oh, I couldn't remember the name of it.
Damn it, Denny's.
What'd you put, Denny's?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Oh, That was my second pick. I went Pretty Woman. Classic. What'd you go, Virginia?
I tried to answer like Jbird. I put Jerry Maguire.
Okay.
It took me 20 years to realize that was a rom-com. I thought that was I thought that was just a good movie.
Some of them are questionable. Like I was thinking, for instance, I just got done watching The Devil Wears Prada, and there was romance in that, but I don't think that was the central plot, right?
That's how I felt about Jerry Maguire. I felt like it was a sport agent movie that had some romance scenes, but people are like, no, Bird, it's a rom-com.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go video game console next. Give me a video game console. Denny's, we'll let you start this one off. You love them video games.
I went PlayStation.
Ooh, I went Xbox. Virginia.
PlayStation.
Jbird.
Only talking about Sega Genesis.
Okay. PlayStation. Virginia gets on the board, and Denny's takes the lead 2-1. Okay.
All right, Bird, me and you. Come on, Bird.
It's got to be.
It's got to be.
I don't want it, but yeah, it's got to be.
You're forced again into teaming up with me.
Popular karaoke song. Popular karaoke song. I am going to go with Journey's Don't Stop Believin'.
Okay, it's a good one.
Virginia.
I'm going to go with, because I'm thinking like Jbird.
And I'm trying to think like Virginia.
No, think like you.
Well, just stop.
Piano Man.
Damn it. No.
Piano Man. We ended all the cocktails and karaoke with it.
I know. Got a little too predictable.
Jbird?
I went with Wannabe, Spice Girls. We always sing that together.
We sang Piano Man way more.
Me and you? No. I want to be out of this room right now, Kevin.
Denny's?
Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Oh, turn around beady eyes.
No matches there. Okay. Go with a popular smell.
Ooh.
Go with a popular smell next. Yes, smell people just love. What do you got, Virginia?
Oh, I love it. Fresh baked cookies.
Okay.
Make them short.
What about you, Jbird?
Oh, I love this. Fresh baked pizza, Kev.
Pizza?
Pizza smells amazing.
Oh, my God.
Denny's?
Damn it, I was trying to think like Bird. I put gasoline.
I love gasoline.
I know, I thought I was trying to get the edge.
I went with the bizarre concept of vanilla.
Well,
Just
the
like
man
me.
matches the answer.
That's it. I love to smell like vanilla. It works for me. Okay, give us a condiment.
Okay, Jbird, we're back in it.
What is the condiment we're going to go with here, Jbird? What do you want?
Only talking about honey mustard, and it's topical because Virginia just did a honey mustard video, and it's arguably my favorite sauce of all time.
Denny's?
I also put honey mustard.
Whoa.
I put honey mustard.
Whoa.
Virginia?
Yes.
I put ketchup.
Damn it.
For you. I did it for you, Jbird.
Okay. Jbird gets a point. I get a point. Denny's gets a win.
Yes.
Damn.
I knew there'd be some honey mustard talk.
Nice job, Denny's. We did it.
You're a ninja.
Okay, do we have a makeup or a breakup here? And something Virginia's kind of an expert on here. Getting in the bushes.
If you have to ask, should I get in the bushes? You probably should be getting in the bushes.
Okay, it sounds like Virginia's actually, without hearing any details, already made up her mind.
Pro Bush.
And it's the man's fault, Kevin.
Totally.
Yes. Oh, of course.
9 out of 10 men.
Yeah, we'll get to that here in a second. But this person wants to know, they said that they had gone through their boyfriend's phone. They said, I know, not proud of it, but I had some suspicions going on. And despite my suspicions, I found nothing, no weird texts, no suspicious DMs. And I was actually relieved when I saw it. But then I saw this Venmo request that he sent to a girl I've never heard of. No last name, just a first name, and the note that said dinner. I asked him about it, and he said it was a work meal and that Venmo was just easier than dealing with the check. But look, I work in an office too, and nobody's going to Venmo a coworker for a meal that you have for work. That's what expense reports are for. So now I'm in this weird position where I went looking for something, found nothing, and somehow feel like I found something. Am I reaching, or did I accidentally stumble onto something real while looking for nothing? I know I sound maybe a little bit crazy, but I trust my intuition. At least that's what Virginia says, and I know she's going to back me up on this.
The only thing I would say is not everyone has expense reports for lunch, and I've Venmo'd people money that I work with before because sometimes that does happen. That's the way of the world these days.
I've also Venmo'd people I'm dating. Like, that happens too. You don't have enough evidence here to say that he is cheating or not cheating. Like, this is all you found in his whole entire phone. I don't think he's cheating.
Whoa.
If he was cheating, why is he sending her a Venmo request? So he wants her to pay her half of the bill? That's what a request is.
That's how much of a date.
Or you can send money to people too, though.
But that's not a request. A request is you're asking for money. A payment is you sent somebody money. They're two different things.
Wow, this is something when even Virginia is saying that's not a need to get in the bushes.
Well, the request says that he's asking her to pay him for half the dinner check. If he's any kind of a good date, he picks up the whole tab.
Yeah, well, she went in there, snooped, found nothing, but then her mind did find something, and now she confronted him. He told her what it was, and she's still not believing him. What do you do if you're really not doing anything wrong, and that's the energy you're getting?
Yeah.
She's on the verge of getting dumped if he really finds out what's going on and be like, look, I mean, if you can't trust me this much, you're not fine. It's like you're determined to find something, which is pretty crazy and gets a little psycho.
That's what it sounds like. She's determined to find something.
A lot of us bring baggage from our last relationship into our current relationship.
Yep.
But you have to fight the urge to do that. If you were with a cheater before, I can see how you would be having those urges to assume all guys cheat. If this guy hasn't given you any proof or evidence, or this is the best you have that he's cheating, I think you're driving yourself crazy for nothing.
Billy Joel tackles this subject in the hit song Innocent Man. You can't. I understand why people do bring baggage. That's the human element, but you also can control on how you react to certain things. I understand if someone hurt you and you're paranoid, but you got to keep in mind if someone hasn't done something to you yet, it's not fair to do to them.
It's not fair to do to yourself. More importantly, you are making yourself crazy, and you should care more about your own mental health in relationships than to let your mind go to this dark place and assume he's cheating with no evidence. Him asking a girl to chip in for half of a dinner means it's probably not a date.
Several texts coming through of people saying, yeah, we Venmo coworkers all the time or Zelle them, so it's nothing odd.
Yeah, not everyone has an expense report. I haven't seen one of those for lunch. Have you?
I haven't, ever.
I've bought a lot of lunches.
I think our boss maybe gets that privilege, but we don't. Like, if you're a regular worker, you usually don't get expense reports.
Well, once again, it sounds like she's taking one of her former jobs or her job and thinking everyone's got an expense report for lunch. Not everyone has that.
No, especially if you're not the boss.
Person here want to know if this is a breakup on his disappearing act. It says, my boyfriend and I have been together for a year and a half, and things have been really good, or at least I thought they were. But over the last few weeks, he's developed this new habit of going completely off the grid for hours at a time.
Boy.
Phone goes dark, no responses, nothing. And then he's just going to pop back up like nothing ever happened with some vague explanation. Oh, I was busy. My phone died. I fell asleep. Things I hear. Every excuse on its own sounds fine, but it's happening consistently enough now that I've started keeping track. And when I bring it up, he flips it on me and he says I'm being clingy and that I need to trust him. But here's my thing. I'm not an insecure person. I've never had a problem giving space. But there's a difference between giving someone space and being gaslit into thinking that asking where you went for 3 hours is unreasonable. Am I overreacting, or is your being clingy just what people say when they don't want to answer the question?
I can tell you right now, 3 things. It's possible that 3 things are going on, and one of these things are happening. He's either cheating on her, he's either very annoyed with you and he needs to get away, which is a thing, Some people don't cheat. They just need to get away and clear their head. Or 3, he's a drug dealer.
Okay.
Yeah, he also could be a crackhead, like have a drug problem and not necessarily be dealing, but like loves to go off and go on binges by himself.
The reason why I don't think that's it, you would notice if someone's going on binges. Your personality changes. It sounds like he's dipping out and coming back going, oh, nothing's changed. She might be annoying him, or he's dipping the pen somewhere else.
Anybody who goes off the grid can't be trusted. If you can't tell me where you've been and what you've been up to, then we're done. We're done here.
I've always had a reflective process to relationships where if I feel you're drifting away, I'm going to drift at the same rate. And, and I think that's usually what happens. And you just kind of drift away and it just doesn't happen. If they've got good energy and we're having a good time, then I'll meet that energy. But if it's distant and not there, then I'll be the exact same way.
Stop trying to force something.
Yep.
If he's pulling away, you should take that as a sign.
But sometimes, though, we always label someone, oh, they're cheating or they're doing this. Is there a reason why he's pulling away?
She could be annoying.
Yeah, we only get one side sometimes from that. But what if we really looked at the real situation and we saw a snapshot of her throwing plates off the wall, her screaming. He's like, I got to get away.
Well, maybe he's got stuff to do, too. Stephanie's pointing out 3 hours isn't really that long.
No.
That's not unreasonable. If you consider that's off the grid, maybe the dude just got stuff he got to do.
Oh, it's only 3 hours?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's hard to be a crackhead with just 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really usually do crack within 3 hours and you're fine.
Yeah. I think both people in these situations, they need to watch themselves. You're going to wind up dumb because you're trying to take something that is nothing and make it a deal. And a lot of times that's not met well.
And people don't want a vice grip on their personal choices and their life.
Yeah. So after makeup or breakup, where we had people thinking that they were getting cheated on and kind of going that extra mile to try to prove it when there really wasn't anything there, you need to understand what are the most common signs of cheating. And they say usually just one of these is not enough. You need to see several of the signs typically. Now, not every time. Like Jbird had a buddy that his girlfriend started taking her phone everywhere, like the bathroom, the kitchen, the car, and she had never done this before. And he's like, I think she's cheating.
Change in patterns.
Well,
yeah.
Even if she would just go to the kitchen to get a snack, she'd grab her phone. If she'd just go pee for 2 minutes, she'd grab her phone to get something out of the car. And she never did that ever before.
She didn't want him to see if a message lit up.
Well, he just said that she kind of seemed fidgety. She's always grabbing her phone. He goes, I noticed it because she's never like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then what happened 2 weeks later?
2 weeks later, she broke up with him.
Dang.
He sensed it. He goes, I think she's going to break up with me. And he called his shot. And he goes, she's with someone she works with. She left him for a coworker she works with.
Dang.
He's pretty devastated.
That sucks. Were they married or just?
No, they were together for a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
He wasn't bringing it in the bedroom.
Well, come on now. You might be listening. He's a workhorse. Hey, if you're listening, brother, you did real good in bed.
You better get your game on point, homie.
But make sure your game is on point.
They say that might be the number one sign, just now watching somebody being protective of their phone or their passwords or social media accounts and getting really weird. If you kind of get close to it, it's usually their reaction that is a tip off.
Yeah, if someone's phone lights up and they dive to block it, that might be a sign that they don't want you to see something.
Yeah.
And a bit on what we talked about in the makeup or breakup, sudden changes in schedules, unexplained absences, or working late more often. So if it's a change in pattern, now if they've always done that and been a free spirit and they like having their alone time and doing their own errands and stuff like that, then it's nothing bizarre. It's just it comes out of nowhere. All of a sudden they just start dipping and you don't know where they are for a good period of time. They say anyone who has less interest in intimacy or emotional connection, you present a great romantic date idea and they're like going, yeah, no, I don't think I want to do that.
And you used to do it.
Yeah.
But now you don't.
They just don't. They're like, no, it doesn't sound like fun.
They're getting that cup filled somewhere else.
Yeah. Increased irritability, defensiveness, or picking unnecessary fights. usually a sign of somebody that is moving on.
That's where that other couple, I noticed, they were always talking down to each other in front of groups of people.
Yeah. I hate that.
And the last time that I had seen this couple, they were like mimicking each other's voices, but it was in a way where you're going, this is not funny, this isn't cute, this is uncomfortable. They're getting a divorce.
It's so awkward when the couples start making fun of each other in front of other people and they're being mean.
Where it's not like lovey, fun, goofy. You're going, oh, you guys are bringing in some baggage in this barbecue.
I can't get away fast enough from that.
Another one of the top signs of cheating: unexplained spending, secretive financial activity, or unfamiliar charges, like those Venmos to a coworker.
You don't even have to be a cheater for that to happen.
Paying unusual attention to appearance, grooming, or fitness.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're like, I got to get in shape.
Yeah.
I got to look great. And they didn't care 3 weeks ago.
That's all my mom would ever say growing up as a kid. If somebody changes their physical appearance, they're cheating. If your father grows his mustache different, I think he's cheating. My dad's like, I'll keep it all high and tight. Don't worry.
Not changing a thing.
He changed his mustache up one time, and that's why she's like, see, you can't change your mustache because this is what happens. People think things. Like, whoa.
And then becoming emotionally distant while spending more time texting or communicating with somebody else. They just do that slow drift, which we've noticed. And then the one that I still find maybe the most odd, a sign of cheating, they say, is when the other partner, without evidence, starts accusing you of cheating and being interested in other people. They say it's a form of projection, which is one of the top breakup signs.
They also look at the world through their set of lenses, and they think everyone's going to be doing that.
You're right. And sometimes you're with a psychopath, and they do this on purpose.
Yeah, because
they make you feel crazy.
To that psychopath, everyone does this. That's the way the world is, and it's not the way everyone does it.
You got to get away from that person that starts accusing you of cheating and lying.
It's a strategy.
If you're not doing anything, you're like, wait, what?
It's a strategy for that psycho to win.
That person is so toxic, and you're not going to fix them. Run.
I just gave you 8 different points, and they typically say it's not just one. You need to get a combination. But if you're noticing a pattern of a few of those, they say basically just look for the secrecy, dishonesty, and behavioral changes. And that's typically what it is. It falls in that pattern.
Watch them.
Yeah.
I know somebody that they're going through it where their partner, and I won't give you the details of, but the partner keeps lying about stuff, but not about big things, about really small things that don't make any sense. And they're just kind of like, why do they have to lie about something so small?
Some people are so ingrained in lying, they don't know how to tell the truth, and they're so used to making up lies. The lie will be insignificant.
Yes.
And you'll be like, why are you lying about what you had for lunch?
They have a liar's nature.
They have a liar's nature.
Yeah.
It's just what they do. And I've seen it. I've dated it.
You can't be in relationships with that person.
No.
But they're lying about just, yeah, you're right. Even what they ate, where they got gas, and they're not even cheating. They're just lying.
It's insanity to try to spend even one more day with a person like that, because they will spin you and get you questioning everything. And then you're like, what have I done?
Is that a legit mental problem, or is that a learned behavior? Or are some people just, they have to lie? Is that a tick?
I think a lot of times it's a learned behavior. As I've seen it, at least in my experience, I think people pick it up and they see it and it's insane. But
this is what we do.
Yeah, it's what they consider to be normal, and they think it's an acceptable thing. Yeah, I am very anti-lying. So, and I try to put my foot down on it, but
don't lie to me. Just give it to me straight.
So I say.
If you lie, it becomes so complicated to try to remember what your lie was, and now you have to remember a lie. No, just tell the truth and keep it moving.
I said I tell my kids whenever, I said the worst thing can happen with me is I don't trust you. So when you tell me something and I can't believe you, we're in a bad state. We're in a bad state.
Don't break us.
That's why it's great to watch those interrogation videos, because people try to lie and they're not good, and the cops just, pull their whole argument apart. It's funny to watch the process of them trying to lie their way out of it.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Fighting in the nude. Drunk people pooping in the street. It's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, apparently it's not the first time, but this one's definitely going to count against him. A West Palm Beach police officer has been placed on administrative leave after being arrested for a DUI and allegedly becoming confrontational with Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office deputies during the investigation.
Oh, no.
The off-duty officer was stopped by deputies who suspected he was driving under the influence. And deputies apparently observed signs of impairment and conducted a DUI investigation. The officer argued with deputies and then repeatedly referenced his law enforcement status during the encounter.
Oh, boy.
They said, yeah, sorry, dude, you're drunk, you're driving, DUI charge coming your way.
And you know we have body cams on, right?
Yeah. West Palm Police confirmed the arrest and immediately placed the officer on administrative leave pending both an internal affairs investigation and the outcome of the criminal case. And they said, look, we just hold officers to a high standard here. It's just something you can't do. And apparently the case is drawing a little bit more attention because of the tension that happened between, you got PBSO and you got West Palm Police and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I'd heard on the news today that apparently it was a couple years ago that he'd had another kind of questionable incident.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So might be a bit of a pattern.
You can't be a bad boy out there, even if you are holding a badge.
Mm-hmm. And boy, this drunk driver, wow. In Jacksonville, they had an Ironman course going on, and it was daylight. And this person just drove right through and nearly hit multiple athletes as they're in the middle of the race.
Gosh.
Yeah, and the cops were chasing, and like you saw, a motorcycle cop was trying to pull him over, had him pulled over, and then they went around the motorcycle cop, and they're like, all right, let's get the big cars out here. And they did. And when they pulled him over, they're like going, dude, that's so funny. No, actually, they didn't say that.
Well, you have the cops and the Iron Man contestants now wanting to kill you.
Exactly. And they did that old pit maneuver on the person, spun him right out because that was the only way to get him to stop.
Pit, pit, pit! Do not do not
See, they thought it was funny. No.
Yeah, there is a real laugh riot.
That is so intense.
That person had the gun right up to their forehead.
I believe it.
My gosh.
They're driving a weapon at that point.
Yeah, they were. And they were letting them know. Yeah, you are making choices that you are going to end people's lives. So we're going to help you make a choice. You can end yours right now if you want to continue this.
Dang.
Luckily, they stopped.
You got to learn to play nicely, y'all.
Yeah. It was in Belle Isle, Florida, that cops spotted a 19-year-old driver cruising down a busy road at about 40 to 45 miles per hour while several people were sitting and hanging out on the roof of his SUV.
Oh, no.
Yeah, doing that old car surfing stuff. They arrested the driver for reckless driving. Also got every passenger riding on top of the vehicle. Yeah, young, dumb kids, man.
You got to make an example out of them, though, because I bet you anything they were filming it, and then somebody's going to see that, and then copy that, and then it's a whole thing.
Well, it's a major scene in the hit movie Teen Wolf. They're surfing on a van.
Hit movie?
That was a hit movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Howard was his name. All right, never mind.
So fired up.
Cops also smelled some in the car.
Uh-oh.
Alcohol, marijuana, they had it. Bottle of whiskey. Also had a handgun.
Oh, no.
Yeah, open container.
Just doing everything wrong.
Yeah, they racked it up pretty good.
Young and dumb.
Yep. There's an Orange County rideshare passenger that filmed his Uber driver apparently asleep behind the wheel of his Tesla on the 405 freeway.
That's a problem. Now, I know the car can drive itself, but if you're in Uber and you're on the freeway, you got to stay awake.
And the crazy thing about it, the customer filed complaints with Uber and the Orange County Sheriff's Department, but they were told that no action could be taken without deputies witnessing the incident firsthand.
Well, here's the video.
Today with AI and all that, you can make anybody sleep in a car.
That just means they don't want the work.
Man. Uber said it's reviewing the driver's access to the app and has issued a refund for the trip. So that's the good news. Hey, if your driver falls asleep, it's a free ride for you.
I was thinking about you because you take more Ubers now, Kev.
Yeah.
I don't think you go that far for the weirdness to happen. Usually it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for the weirdness to kind of cook into an Uber car.
Has it gotten weird on you yet?
Not really, no. That's still, I don't know what it is.
It's a law of attraction, Jbird.
Yeah, they're all very calm.
I think he's got his short.
Look in the mirror.
What are you talking about? My Sunday best. I think I look great.
There was a Delta flight from Fort Lauderdale to L.A. that had to make an emergency stop in Atlanta. following an alleged assault on the crew. 32-year-old Cody James Malluck apparently slapped a flight attendant's butt during drink service.
Oh, boy. Malluck has just run out.
Yeah, it has.
No, dude, no.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You can't do that.
Well, apparently the attendant thought that Malluck was asleep and passed right by him.
Because that's what they do. If you're sleeping, they don't wake you up to offer you a beverage.
And then she felt a slap to her butt area with sufficient enough force to cause her body to move forward.
Oh, hell no, Malluck.
They questioned him. He said, I didn't do anything. But a colleague witnessed the incident and said, yeah, she heard a yell, saw her coworker lurch forward as she had been struck or pushed. The pilot said, yep, we're going to pop off in Atlanta and get Malluck out of here.
I notice drunk people who do criminal activity always think they're innocent.
Yeah, you got sloppy. I mean, dude, you can't. It's a plane full of people. They're going to see you do it.
37-year-old Scott Christian Haysecker was arrested after security cameras captured him acting suspiciously outside of a home in Stewart where a woman and child were inside.
Oh, no.
He spent about 12 minutes walking around the property, watching the home, peering through a window. They say it escalated when Haysecker allegedly moved closer to the residence, looked inside, and engaged in a lewd conduct.
Oh, boy. He was tugging it.
It involved his magic stick.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was a security camera alert that went to the homeowner who saw the activity and immediately called deputies.
Good.
Yeah, they got the surveillance and everything and identified him. He lived about a block away, so he didn't go very far. He's facing charges including voyeurism, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest.
Would you agree every block, just throughout the country, every block has at least one bad pervert on that street?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think it's true, Kev. I don't know. There's so many perverts out there.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
That's why you always got to keep your head on a swivel.
And close your windows and blinds.
Amen.
Weird thing in Washington, they're searching for a dude there who allegedly set fire to a rack of brawls inside a Walmart.
Why?
He's believed to be a teenager about 16 to 18. They really don't know exactly why. Again, they're looking for that motive.
Walmart in Renton. Oh, time to go.
Yeah, new video showing a fire in a Walmart in Renton. Police say it happened last Friday evening in the women's lingerie section. Police also believe that white Cadillac Escalade is connected to the case. If you recognize the suspect or the vehicle, you're asked to contact law enforcement.
None of the employees noticed it for 3 hours because they just couldn't find any. And they were nowhere to be around.
And there's a popular New Zealand tourist attraction that had to temporarily close after multiple incidents of people just defecating inside the facility.
What? Why?
Even though a bathroom is right nearby.
Pooping?
Yep. Yeah, they say it is the fernery at Queen Elizabeth Park. And it houses over 60 varieties of ferns, was built in 1924. And they say, yeah, it's entirely unacceptable. Bathrooms are in walking distance. We don't know why people are doing this. They're trying to fertilize the plants that they're missing. So just kind of an odd thing that they got going on there.
These people are freaky.
Yes, they are.
Why would you want to poop in the open when people could see you and there's a bathroom in walking distance?
Look, it's the whacked out news. I'm not sure you're going to get the answers you desire.
And lots of people are doing it. That says to me there's some sort of
Yeah, that's what's weird.
assembly happening on the dark web, the brown web.
Yeah.
Of, hey, let's go poop here.
Yep.
That's a pretty horrifying way to mess with the business. You think the teen takeover is bad. The poo takeover is worse.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not going near that business.
No.
And saw our girl, Katie Thomas. She's the one that got the ticket for driving while texting in a hand she doesn't have.
And then got it dismissed.
Yep. Dairy Queen stepped in and surprised her with a cake that had a cell phone and the phrase "hand to God" on it. She said, that is better than I expected. Like, it's the top notch right there. Best cake I've ever seen. So she's getting all kinds of little perks. I think she's doing merch now, too. So that's what happens. When something interesting like that happens and you get some fame because of it, do merch.
She got a lot of followers out of it. So why not do merch and do it quick?
That's it.
Because your 15 minutes will not last more than that.
That's true.
You got to hurry.
TikTok.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you
thinking about? What are you thinking about?
You know, I don't understand why it seems to be so hard for people to find a punishment that fits the crime. And this is one of those times where I think they really missed the mark. There is an undefeated high school lacrosse team in Massachusetts that saw its championship run end after 9 players were ruled ineligible over a graduation photo that showed them with what looked like cigars. Now, the team didn't have enough eligible players left after they got rid of those 9 players that were ruled ineligible, so they had to forfeit its state semifinal game, and their playoff run is over.
For cigars?
For many of them, their lacrosse careers in high school. Now, the players and the parents even went before the principal, and they said this wasn't even real tobacco. They said the cigars we made were homemade props. We had tea, banana leaves, paper, stuff like that. It was all about having a graduation tradition. We didn't want to break the rules or any laws for kids that are under 18 and have a tobacco product, so we just made it look that way. And they even brought in one of the fake cigars to show the principal as proof.
Wow.
And they're like, nope, sorry. They say, according to the families, the principal initially cleared the players to compete, but then the decision was later reversed. And now school officials enforced the state's anti-tobacco rules, and the suspensions stood. And as a result, the undefeated team had to forfeit before the game was played. Season and career over.
Why would an anti-tobacco rule apply if the parents proved there was no tobacco involved in the photo shoot?
They're saying, how do we know? Maybe, I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
I don't really even understand. And look, even honestly, if it was, they weren't smoking the cigars in the photo. It's something that does happen. Like, there's a tradition, for instance, with the Alabama-Tennessee football game that, you know, when you win, they have the cigars, and that's one of the ways that the Crimson Tide celebrates after they beat the Volunteers every year.
The most famous picture of Joe Burrow when he won the national championship for LSU is him sitting there with a cigar.
So that's where they get it. So I understand. I mean, I'm only making that correlation. I do still understand that it's something you have to be 18 years of age to do. But if they're saying, look, we just wanted it for the prop, emulating some of these other celebrations that happen, we made sure that we did it legally. To me, again, it's still just radically insane. Even if they were real cigars, I think it's an overreach for kids that spend all that time. I know, look, man, they start lacrosse here in South Florida even at a very young age. I was in Wellington a couple weeks ago, and you had like 6, 7-year-olds out there, 8-year-olds playing lacrosse. I was like, that's very cool.
Magnolia's one of her good friends, plays for FSU on the lacrosse team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're talking about scholarships and all kinds of benefits that are tied to the lacrosse winning players. You make them forfeit, you could hurt their college career.
I think... to me, clarity of the situation, saying, hey, just so you guys know, these were props and we definitely don't condone this. And an explanation, something like that to me fits the crime.
Yes.
Making them ineligible and then forfeiting their entire season and what is a likely playoff state run and championship, you know, to me, it's a massive overreach.
It's tone deaf, and people should rise up against this school principal and shame his name.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it lies. I mean, it's going to be too late. You know, it's over. It's done. The other team moved on, and so, you know,
his career maybe should match their season.
Well, when you have somebody and that's your job as a principal or a judge, I mean, those are two professions you have where you have to be able to match punishments to the crime accordingly. And if you exhibit that you cannot do that, like I think this principal is, then yeah, you got to question their ability to be a leader.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like it's an overreach. Maybe I am blind to this, and maybe I have the wrong perspective on this, but I feel like it's a massive overreach on this. These are lifetime memories. It's not like, you know, I could see if they were vandalizing, they'd done something bad, they did something obscene. You know, there are a lot of things where I could say, yes, all right, unfortunately, you got to meet up with the consequences. But having fake stogies in your mouth for one photo is not, to me, fitting of the crime of season's over.
No. It's disgusting. It's overreach.
Yeah.
That principal needs to get a little dose of people finding out your name and shaming you.
Yeah.
And it was that one principal's sole decision. They didn't have a council or anything they had to go through. They were the ones.
Story states it was them. So
yeah.
I don't know how that all went, but they're pinning it on the principal.
Whoever made that decision, it didn't do it right. And now they're going to have to face the consequence.
Well, I only ask that because I think it's dangerous sometimes where one person, on something like this, where it's such a big decision, they get the final say. It'd be nice when you have multiple people to counsel with you.
Right.
That's why if I were the superintendent, I'd be like, I don't trust your judgment. This is such an overreach, and this is one time. But what other kind of amazing opportunities are you going to overreact on and take away a once-in-a-lifetime experience from these kids?
It hurt our students on a deep level.
It almost makes it kind of about the principal and not, you're making it about you now. You've injected yourself in the story.
Just get perspective on this.
Yeah.
That's wild. What you got in your mind today, Jbird?
All right, let me ask you guys this. I've been trying to not do your delivery stuff, the third party stuff, because it is expensive, but I found myself in a situation where I wasn't able to leave my house and I was hungry. I was craving French fries, so I ordered some food. When I got the three separate packages, I had my French fries in one, a sandwich, and some sides in the other. Two of the three, you know how they do the tape
seal
thing? Seal it. They were sliced. It looked like they were sliced open or just kind of gnawed open. And it was French fries. So easy to take and put right back down. In your opinion, is that just an accident that happened?
No.
Or was somebody going through my food?
If it's unsealed, they went through it. Now, you'll be lucky if all they did was take a few fries and then deliver it to you. The more diabolical stuff and the stuff that I've seen on video is where they slice open the bag and then the driver will do something to your food, put it back together and put it back in the bag. I watched a video of a guy rub his shoe on somebody's food and then close the container and put it back in the bag.
And that's where the mind goes. And I wanted to kind of try to get some perspective here. How common do you really think it is where people who are delivering food, they mess with it in that manner? You're right. I think sneaking a fry is different than rubbing your shoe on food.
Amen.
But is that one of those things where you will think about, obsess about, worry about, and it's only going to happen once in your life, twice in your life maybe?
I think a quarter of all delivery drivers think about doing something weird with your food.
Do you think that's such a high number, Kev? 25%?
I think that's high.
You're watching too much Dateline.
No, I think, look.
That would be 1 out of 4 deliveries, Virginia. There's no way
there's
many
a lot of rogue people out there.
That would be so
Not
much
that many rogue
evilness.
people.
That's so much evilness.
And it could be as innocent as I'm just taking a fry. But you know the power of those fries when they're in the car? It's intoxicating. The smell in your car becomes all fry.
That's why I wish we had those stats over people's heads.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I want to know the stats of every time I've ordered a meal, how many times has it been messed with? According to Virginia, it's 1 out of every 4 meals.
Those bags don't unseal themselves.
I put it at 5 to 10%, but let me tell you, when you see that driver that does it, you'll know it. They have a look.
And if your bag is unsealed, it's 100% been messed with.
That's the other thing I wanted to talk about. I wanted to get the food delivery people involved on this because they're in it. Is it possible to have a seal broke and it's got nothing to do with being nefarious?
It's not a good seal. A good seal shouldn't break. It should be very intentional. And if the seal is broken, then it should be something where Uber should have to reimburse the food, and then they go back to the restaurant and they get a new one.
I got food one time, and there was a seal, and it was stapled. And the delivery driver opened the stapled bag.
Yeah.
He messed with it.
Yeah, that needs to be a complete return because you don't know. It could be seriously nefarious.
I don't know.
More than just snagging some fries.
I fed it to my kids.
Here you go, kids. Guy probably licked all the fried juice off of it.
All right, they haven't passed out yet. I'll try a fry now. You always need a tester. Okay, well, Virginia's saying it's 25% of people handling foods messing with it. I think that might be too high.
I I hope it's not, but I'm just telling you, the smell of fries in your car is intoxicating and makes you do things that you normally wouldn't do.
That's different than somebody wiping their shoe on it just for the smell of it.
I'm just saying they break the seal 25% of the time.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
So Rocco came to me and he was all jacked up about the new Toy Story movie. And I was like, what? Why is he all jacked up? Like, he's never been interested in any of the Toy Story movies, ever. He's never asked me to go buy advanced movie tickets for it, and it doesn't even open till next weekend. It's not this weekend, it's next weekend. And I'm like, what? Why is he so jacked up? And then I figured it out. He showed me the trailer. So the whole theme of the new Toy Story movie is new toys versus old toys. It's tech toys versus the old traditional toys. And you know Rocco, he loves his tech. And so he's literally cheering for the bad guy in the movie,
right.
The tech. That's why he wants to go see it, because the tech is the bad guy. It's like an iPad called LilyPad.
I wonder how many other kids might feel that way, because really the old tech is the old person type stuff, and that would be the era of your Tom Hanks and everybody else that's older in that movie. I wonder how many younger kids are going to be rooting for the new tech.
It's such a great concept. I love that storyline, old versus new. I mean, it's a real thing that's happening. It's great stuff.
They make LilyPad unlikable, so it's really hard to cheer for LilyPad.
Yeah.
Rocco is going into the movie thinking he's going to cheer for LilyPad,
Okay.
but I think they're going to flip him.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. I always rooted for the Cobra Kais. The bad guys. I always rooted for the Emperor and the Empire. There's anything wrong with that.
They gonna flip him.
Yeah.
I love Scar.
So I asked the question with the lacrosse team that got suspended and their season ended because they took a photo with some fake cigars. One thing I didn't realize, boy, since I've been in high school, it used to be 18 for the age where you could buy tobacco products. It's now 21, even in my home state, where it used to be 18. They've jacked it up to 21. In Massachusetts, where this happened, it's 21. So I didn't realize that. That's newer to me. And one text says, yeah, they do not play when it comes to tobacco. In Palm Beach County, my son was in middle school, and he was walking to gym class, saw an empty vape, wanted to throw it away because he's a scout, and they have that whole thing where, leave no trace. So he went to throw it away and picked it up, and his teacher was walking ahead of him, saw it, and he got suspended for 3 days just for touching it.
What the hell?
She said I went round because he has a spotless record being a scout that he's trying to protect. And
he's trying to clean up.
And they eventually dropped it, but they not before threatening me with their attorney.
Overreach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just, we've got to just... It seems the craziest thing is the stuff that needs discipline, we don't discipline because we're going after the dumb things like fake cigars. It's like, there's a lot of kids out there you need to discipline, and you're giving them a pass, but we're all over these kids for fake cigars and picking up vapes.
A kid can throw a book or a cell phone at you. They're okay. They're fine.
Or they can back talk their teacher and be real sassy and mean and get away with it.
Could you imagine, if that story is true, could you imagine a kid trying to do good, cleaning up the school, and then getting suspended?
Ridiculous.
That's what her mom was like.
How you would feel so betrayed.
Right, exactly.
That deserves to be a story that the administration at that school and that teacher and that principal need to be put on blast.
Well, that's the joke. Oh, what are you, a Boy Scout? Because the Boy Scouts always doing the right thing.
He was literally a Boy Scout.
Yeah. And I asked, do you think the punishment fit the crime on those lacrosse players? 82% of people said no. So
good.
I think they missed the mark on that. Okay, time for another round of Denny's or Animal, playing a fun little game here to get our little prize for Camp KVJ that we got, which includes 4 tickets to the Norton Museum of Art and a $100 Visa gift card from Love the Palm Beaches. We got Corey and Charlie going to be playing from Palm Beach Gardens today. Hello, Corey and Charlie.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Good. You understand how to play Denny's or Animal here?
You understand? Yes.
Okay.
I've never played it before, but it's going to be easy.
Yeah. Oh, I like the confidence.
Easy. Okay. I'd love to hear that. Okay, well, I'm going to be playing the animal noises here. You just got to tell me if it is a real animal or if it is Denny's that is making the noise, okay?
Okay.
Okay, first thing I got for you here is a rabbit eating a carrot. Is this Denny's or animal?
Well, that is a juicy carrot.
It sounded like it, didn't it? Sounds delicious. All right, Corey and Charlie, what do you think? Is that Denny's or animal?
Denny's.
Yes! That was Denny's.
You are good at this game.
Yeah, you are. Okay, next up, we've got a giraffe that is eating leaves. Is this Denny's or animal?
Wow.
Giraffe there.
Yeah, I know. It sounds more like a hog.
It did.
Okay. What do you think about that? Is that Denny's or animal?
I think it's a giraffe.
Yeah, that's a real giraffe.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, go to Lion Country and see. That's what it's going to sound like.
You can even feed it there, Kev.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely. Go check it out.
Hey there.
Yeah. You been there? Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they have. Okay. Okay. One more for you here, Corey and Charlie. You're doing amazing so far. You're 2 for 2. Final one we got for you in Denny's or animal. We've got firefighters that are rescuing a cat in a tree. What do you think about this clip? Is this the real clip or is this Denny's?
Meow. There he is.
Okay, we're bringing out a lot of fire trucks.
Yeah.
For one cat.
A concerned person.
Yeah. Corey and Charlie, what do you think? Is that Denny's or animal?
That's definitely Denny's.
Yes, it is.
Yay.
You are right about that. Congratulations. You're both going to go do some fun art projects at the Norton Museum of Art in West Palm Beach.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
Thank you.
You also got a $100 Visa gift card from Love the Palm Beaches. You guys enjoy your day and your summer, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. There you go.
Adorable.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, I got some random questions here for you. What food do you think you could eat every single day, aside from pizza, without really getting sick of it?
You had to say, besides pizza, because you knew.
Well, Kevin's in his new era. Specific Kev. Tough for me to say.
Easy for you to say.
Very tough. As a kid, I always say Pacific, so sometimes that still comes in.
I got you, yeah.
Pacific Kev, I love him.
Pacific Kev, yeah.
He loves California.
That's going to change coast, yeah.
It's actually easier to say. I'm just going to start saying Pacific. Pacific Kev.
Okay. What would it be for you, Virginia?
Gosh, this is hard because I am such a diversity slut. I love diversity.
Yep.
I don't like to eat the same thing, even like twice in a row. I'm all about switching it up. But I would guess, fish. Probably fish. I could eat fish every day and not get sick of it.
What kind of fish? It would have to be the same kind of fish every day. Yeah.
I can't just eat any kind of fish.
No.
Snook?
Yeah. It's going to be like a fish dish.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Sheep's head?
I guess maybe like a grouper.
Okay. How's it prepared? Blackened, grilled?
Blackened.
Okay.
I like a little spice, a little seasoning.
Okay. So every single day you would have blackened grouper for the rest of your life.
That'd be so boring, but yeah.
Okay. I can already do it. I have my egg burrito every single day, and I do not get sick of it. I love it. It's fantastic. Great way to start the day, getting those eggs in there, a little bit of Cholula on it, or actually a lot of Cholula. Amazing. I do not get sick of that.
Yeah, that would drive me nuts.
Yeah?
I could not eat the same thing for breakfast every day. I would kick myself.
I'm like you, Kev. If I find something I like, I eat the crap out of it.
It tastes great every day, and I feel amazing.
I'm so the opposite of Virginia. If I find something I like, I'm going to continue to eat that thing.
So if it wasn't pizza, what would be your thing?
I was going to say grilled cheese, but I've realized on this time on The Rock, a lot of people cannot make a grilled cheese. It's one of the simplest things to make, And it's so inconsistent, man.
A homemade grilled cheese, though, there's nothing like it. And restaurant grilled cheese, they flub it.
That's the reason why I can't go grilled cheese, and it's going to kind of surprise you. I like a cheese sub. Sometimes I'll do 3 cheese, sometimes I'll do 2. A lot of times I'll just do 1, and it's really a cheese with condiments on it and some vegetables on some nice white bread, soft bread. Oh, I love that. And then you put some redneck lettuce on that thing.
Okay.
Which is either potato chips, and if you really want to go redneck lettuce, you put some French fries in that thing. Make it real nice like.
Okay.
Yeah. Or beans and rice. I could eat beans and rice every single day of my life. I love them.
Solid food.
Love beans and rice.
Okay. What's your favorite drunk food then? What would
Drunk
that be?
food?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Hot dogs.
Ugh.
I turn my stomach.
I want nothing to do with you.
And I want it wet. I want so much relish. I want so much mustard. I want a ton of raw onion.
It's hard for me not to slip into Taco Bell mode when I'm drunk. Sometimes Taco Bell can really hit, man.
It can. You're right.
If you got a buzz going on, it's late, and there's not a lot of options, and they happen to make it good at 1 o'clock in the morning.
The sweet spot with Taco Bell is, did they do a good job of melting the cheese and sufficiently steaming the food?
Yeah.
Because if it's not melted and it's like a quesadilla and it's like dry, colder cheese, it's awful.
You can see that in a lot of fast food places where they've rushed and the cheese is not melted. That means they didn't take the time.
If the cheese is still cold and intact on a burger, on a Mexi melt, on a quesadilla, anything, my cheese better be melted.
But if you're talking the good stuff when you're drunk, if you're out and about with a designated driver, of course, Waffle House, baby.
Okay.
Still affordable.
Yep.
And I mean, just drunk food galore.
Yeah.
Hash browns.
Yeah.
You can't compete with scattered, covered, smothered, chunked.
We went sausage, biscuits, and gravy. That was our go-to in college.
I mean, that's great.
Solid. Virginia's not feeling it.
I cannot do that white gravy, that Kentucky gravy. No.
I love Kentucky gravy.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Good stuff.
It kept me alive when we got fired in Miami.
What is a food that you love that you no longer eat?
Vienna sausages. I ate them out of the can. When I was a kid, I'd eat them out of the can. I would eat raw hot dogs right out of the bag.
Raw hot dogs?
The ones that had the cheese in it, I'd break them off in the middle to look at the cheese, and then I'd eat them right out of the bag.
You're an animal.
Look, Lake Park, dog. I lived in Lake Park, and there was a lot of us, and we didn't make that much money.
That's rough. I used to go big on canned cheese.
Yes, I like with the chicken biscuits.
Yes, I used to go big on canned cheese. Oh man,
you would put your mouth open.
Oh yeah.
Unhinge your jaw. And just open that can right up.
So gnarly. I don't know what I was doing. I would just squirt it right down. I could eat the whole can that way. I look at that now. I'm like, I don't know who that guy is.
You can't think about it. Every now and then, if I'm really hungry, I'll go to the can, but I immediately regret it because it is so gross.
So gross. Kind of curious if anybody has ever seen this kind of situation before, where people decide to walk out of a job. Jbird said his neighbor was telling him about how 4 people all quit at the same time at this job, all because the boss went on this huge political rant, and they said, you know what, we're not putting up with this, and they just all quit.
Well, I guess the boss always brings up politics in front of everybody, and everyone kind of just deals with it, but I guess the other day, this boss went on a huge rant and defended a bunch of people in there, and 4 people just said, we're out. They all quit at the same time. And I said, well, I've never seen that before where everyone quits at the same time. It's like a walkout.
That's awesome. And that means, wow, that place is not being run right.
Well, it just shows you that politics and the workplace might not be the best combination.
No.
Yeah, I think that this also is something that you're seeing a little bit more of. I've actually seen this happen before, and sometimes it's not even really like it was anything that triggered it. The employees just realize that in power or in numbers, they have power. It's kind of like the same concept with the teen takeovers. And they're just like, hey, if we just all get together, we can flood the system and we can really screw this person if we side. If we're all on the same page and all act in unison, that we can really make it difficult on them.
I guess one person said, I don't care what you vote or who you're voting for. I just don't want to hear about politics and people fighting and getting upset at work. I'm out of here.
Yes.
I don't even have politics in my life, is what the one person was saying.
That is so ridiculous that you're having to deal with that at work. People need to keep their opinions to themselves.
Yeah, they really do. Absolutely. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I think if you're a manager today, though, you've got to kind of be aware of the power that people might have, that they could do something like that. And I can imagine many businesses that would be crippling if you had 2 or more people decide to walk out all at the same time and you're just, okay, what do we do to cover?
But if you own the business, I mean, it's not illegal for you to talk politics, right? It's your business. Isn't Florida a no-fire state?
It is. But just know that if you own the business and you're trying to force your political beliefs on your employees, half of them aren't going to like it.
That happened to me. I went into a toy store, one of those, vintage collectibles, and I walked in and they had really good stuff in there. And me and Denny's went, we were so excited, but the owner of the store was talking so loud about all these political things to the point me and Denny's go, can you believe how loud he's talking about some of this stuff? And it did. It made you not want to be there.
Yes.
Because it was such a contentious thing.
You've created an environment that makes people uncomfortable. And when people are uncomfortable, they leave and they don't spend their money with you.
It's like, bro, I'm just looking for the original Dengar from Empire Strikes Back. That's why I'm here.
Right.
Everybody needs to just keep it to themselves.
Kind of crunching some numbers here. This is where Florida ranks on spending for OnlyFans. So I'm seeing where we rank in the nation as far as a state, but then you can break it down by county. And it's kind of interesting because not only do you see, which counties spend more, which you would imagine the bigger ones just have more people.
Right. Miami's going to be top.
But if you break it down per capita, it will show what county, in a sense, based and adjusted for population, has the most horn dogs.
I love this.
Yes. So I'm going to give you a little snapshot because, the numbers will be obvious at first, but then when we break it down per capita, you'll be going, wow, that county has more horn dogs per capita than some of these other places because they're spending more on average.
Do you live amongst some sluts?
That's it.
Or just some horn dogs.
We're going to break that down on the After the Show coming up here. So you can watch that live on many platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. And we always post it up there on demand on YouTube and Spotify. Before we get there, Jbird, if you would, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
One day you'll look back at the battle that almost broke you and realize it was the very thing that built you.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.